Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sand Hills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. I hope you can pardon my voice. I yelled a little bit too loud last night at the basketball game.
Were you into it, Jake?
I tried to dial it back. I mean, there wasn't a lot to cheer for in that game. It was pretty low. We'll get to the game more in a second.
Yes. I would say there was a lot to cheer for because the game was – it came down to the last shot grazing
Did it hit the rim?
I think it did.
I couldn't tell.
It barely hit the rim.
Okay.
I mean, it was a dead-on look that should have at least been more than that.
So Michigan wins 49-46 for the uninitiated.
Well, we talk about that in detail later.
Yeah,
Jake.
don't dive into that quite yet.
Yeah, so we're going to –
Can
we tease that there was a couple texts that were fun?
Oh, we can tease that. I was active in the chat. You guys were active in the chat, and it's important to know that's where I vent at during basketball games. The chat is meant to be a place where you can enjoy my anger or ups and downs, which are routine, which happen a lot.
It's been a roller coaster ride this year. Oof.
You did not attend, Steve? Idle chit chat.
I had to write, but I just chose to write from my home. I worked out. I made a decision. Jake would be. I live 2 minutes from Planet Fitness, so I said, you know what, I'm gonna go work out at 6:15.
Got ripped up.
6:15, then got to the game at 7. No problem. It's a beautiful world.
That's always an option for you, though. I'm surprised that you go to the game more often if you can do that.
I mean, it's tough.
You get guilted by Sean and Robin, or what?
A little by Sean, not by Robin, because Bill, see, you got to write a runner. You don't need any quotes or anything, so you don't really need to go as long as it's on TV.
So my question would be to this, because you love covering Nebraska football.
I do.
I would push back to say that you could write better from home because TV coverage is so good, and the things that they show on TV is remarkable.
You're smart.
You can make comments on things that you don't get
way easier
from the press box. Did you see that?
Way easier.
And then the TV showing replay
and you hear the commentary. You don't even need to.
Yeah, they show replay in the press box, but there's no commentary.
And
at
also,
all.
usually, in my opinion, usually it's like this.
Right.
Yep. Right. You're looking at it kind of like what's going on. Like, right. Am I correct?
You're right.
I mean, you're not in front of a 90-inch high def TV.
No, exactly. And you don't hear Baugh and Kugler.
Yeah.
You get, if you're watching TV, you get the stat. They're talking about the key stats.
There was some great stuff.
Yeah, inject that in your story, Steve. And you don't get that really in live on hand.
Yeah.
Interesting. You said that's a very, very astute take by you, Bill. I say that to Sean all the time. It's better to write it home.
Well, you see so much more, and they show, and the replays, and then the commentary, and then when you're not seeing stuff like it, but there's times that you're not even looking at the monitor because why would I be looking at it? But yet actually what's on the monitor is better than what you're seeing from the press box.
Bill, Jake, it's a fact.
You're not getting pestered by people saying hi at the game. Like,
it drives Robin crazy.
I didn't walk over there. I didn't walk over there at all.
No. I'm not saying you drive Robin crazy, but it drives Robin crazy. That part.
So now
it's hard to focus.
With me and with Jake when he wore the incredible youth style.
I wore it again last night. I wore it last night. I wore it last night.
Youth style.
Yep, I wore it.
And myself like that. We did not even consider, neither even me being a smart aleck. And, and I was with the media, and I had, I ate with the media. I didn't consider walking down to talk to you. Like, hey, what's going on down here? It's like, no, this
It's
is
okay, Jake.
but this
It's
is their
okay. You can do that.
But this is their work time. No, this is what. No, they're actually.
We gave you the nuts and we
They,
went up
they have
above.
they have to write stuff that goes into print that
Right.
people, if
Thank
you
you,
screw
Bill.
stupid stuff.
When I
Bill's
see
off to a strong start.
if I see Sip in a game, it's usually for 90 seconds
Yeah.
tops.
Yeah, he's
And
in
move on,
he's in
and
his
I move
zone.
on.
Mhm.
And
And
I
I
move on.
couldn't imagine. I think writing the runner was way harder than writing an article post. Just like, okay,
it is.
because
It
that would
is.
be a skill set. So is there a class you take for that?
No,
Like,
you just get good at it over
Yeah.
the years. Is the way to do it. You have it in your mind how it's got to go, and what's hard is a game like last night when you don't know the result. It's easy. It's kind of easy to do when it's pretty evident who's going to win. You can build it that way, but when it's not, it's a little.
you didn't know till the ball was in the air.
Right. So you
On
got
the last shot. I guess that would have been overtime. But there was
That game didn't deserve overtime. It was so bad. It was again, it would have helped Nebraska have a chance to win, but I wasn't sad when that ball was missed. I'm like, this game just needs to die and go away forever. That's where I felt. But you know what?
idle chit chat.
I did see I did see some breakers before the game.
Yes, I sent a
got-
text.
please.
If you see any breakers, please fill us in.
Well, at a downtown establishment, I did see Bird and Corey and Lincoln last night.
Wow. What?
Yeah. So I'm out and
jealous.
about.
You saw Bird and Corey.
Yes, the Columbus crew together
Really.
at a
They
downtown
they
restaurant.
talked all about song of the day.
That
Yes,
actually was the majority of the
it's actually-
conversation. I said, "You guys are hard." He's like, "No, we are fair in our
You're
scoring."
fair.
I
They
said,
are
"Really?" Because
fair.
it's 1 and 2 every single day. And he
No,
said,
it's
and he
Birds
said,
had some sevens.
they
Yeah, he
said,
said
they said, "quote We are not in cahoots." Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
we're not in
Yes.
cahoots on Song of the
This
Day.
is amazing. This is amazing that Bird and Corey were together. Jake's song.
Yeah, we talked for 5 minutes, not about basketball, but about Song of the Day was the main gist of the conversation. Walking from the restaurant to the arena.
Bird,
They're
gives
part of
high-
the walk.
Bird will give high scores. Corey, I don't what. How do Corey scores compared to Bird's?
Usually a little higher, but not
but
much.
like maybe like
you
if,
never know.
if Bird's a 1, Corey's a 2. Like, and sometimes they're both a 1, sometimes they're both the 2. They're very similar, but Corey would tend to be a little bit higher in scores.
This is idle chit.
But they're always low though.
There's an idle story which I didn't tell yesterday. We have listeners all over the place, and I was at Home Depot, and I don't want to name names because a man helped me, and he was incredible with
Yeah, don't
got
man.
some boards for me. We were talking about the show, and he said that him and some friends who went down to Early Bird,
Okay.
and they went down to the Bird, and he asked the managers, a lady, he said, people ever just yell Hashel? She goes, oh God, I get so old. She goes, we'll just be sitting here all of a sudden, Hashel! She goes, we hear it every day. People just scream it just randomly at people when they walk in the door. She said it's become a complete phenomenon here. And he thought it was funny.
It
And
is
I do
funny.
too.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Oh,
and they'll be
God.
back. And they're coming back with us.
Are they?
They're
Yes.
coming back, yes.
They'll be back soon. They
Okay.
just went away for a little bit. They'll be back.
Yeah,
Don't
we
worry.
haven't been doing
The
Hashel.
Bird will be back in due time. All right.
But
we still love the Bird.
who else did you see, Jake? Did you
Oh.
get some huts? What did you get?
I did get I got a couple of those. I did get a hash hole from somebody. I'm trying to think who else. I mean, Corey and Bird are the one that stand out because I talked to them for 5 minutes.
Where were you at?
A downtown bar that doesn't advertise. No free advertising. No free shout out.
Yeah, we don't do that. I'm with that. You want to get on board?
Except
a
McDonald's.
place
Yeah.
I do like.
We
But,
do like McDonald's.
Well,
Coffee.
why do they not advertise? Why
Sorry,
is
Jake.
that?
Joking.
well, the place that I went to is always busy. They do pretty well, so they don't really advertise that badly. But
He doesn't
in
want-
general,
he doesn't like that McDonald's.
no,
talk.
I don't fight with that.
McDonald's is like a
Otherwise, who did I see last night? I mean, there's several breakers out there. I saw Brandon.
Brandon.
Gate 25. I sat right by him. Gate 25 owner was in. He sits right next by Mike Schaefer in his seats.
Oh yeah, you were with Shane.
And I was sitting-
How was Schaefer?
you want
last
a
night?
Schaefer report?
Yes.
Schaefer, you guys think I get crazy? Schaefer is 4 times as crazy as me, yelling at the refs nonstop.
Really? Just
Like, I can't imagine today that Schaefer has a voice because he was just screaming during this
These
game.
guys are different.
I
than
was
us.
stunned because I have watched a game with him before, and it's me going, off and going crazy. I thought I was pretty tame last night. Pretty tame. Got mad one time. Don't remember what it was. I think I got mad at when Essegian missed the 3 to take the lead with 5 seconds to go. I got really
Wide
mad.
open.
I said, "You're on the team for one reason." I said that. I didn't mean it. I mean it right now this morning. I was upset, but
Ooh, he said that.
I
out
did
loud.
yell.
He said that out loud.
Well, Yeah, that's what I said during the game.
It's fine.
I regret that now.
No,
the
it's
next
fine.
day, I was disappointed.
No, you're 100% inbound.
Are we moving on from idle chit chat?
No, not yet. It's only 6:09.
Okay.
But yeah, anything else you want to address at all?
Well, I would say this. Let's just go back to weather. The best thing that happened to spring is that we had that ridiculous cold spell. It makes it feel so much different now. It makes you feel so much better
I'm down.
now, knowing that it was almost 100-degree swing yesterday.
It was beautiful.
And to have that to be like going when you thought death could happen, and then a week later, and then you watch it smells different. Everything is different.
Kids are playing outside.
And so thank you for the cold spell. Because prior to that, I was walking Sugar in a hoodie in January a lot. It was so mild.
Yep.
There wasn't even cold. There was no snow. I was going on walks for like an hour in January.
You know what? The whole mud thing. We got mud. We're mud oriented on the north.
You're
side.
mud oriented on the north side.
Yeah,
which side of O Street? It's more mud based.
Plush grass on your side of town. But the mud's, I don't think it's going to be a major factor because
it
dry.
has. Yeah,
I mean, it's dried up pretty fast. Yesterday.
Also, since the time I've had
this is idle chit.
This is good. I like it.
This thing Steve can chime on this one. Since I've had Sugar, which is she's at about 20 months now. No, she's not. Yeah, close to 20 months.
Big dog, by the way.
Yeah, big dog. Out of 20 months, we've got her when she was 8 weeks old. I've walked her every day, most times 2 times a day, all except for 2 days. So I've been out in some stuff
last week,
seeing nobody. I mean, just myself, just walking out there in weather. Oh yeah. So then I went to walk Sugar last night for walk number 2 around dusk. Oh yeah, must be nice. Front runners, everyone's walking
out.
their dog. Everyone's out. I haven't seen anybody out at that time.
It was 67 degrees yesterday.
So all of a sudden,
absolute heaven.
All of a sudden, these dogs had to be confused. Like, what is this? Is this where am I at right now? Everyone was out. Everyone.
A little bit of that yesterday.
Yeah.
Two walk day.
And it's a lot because if a human walks right by Sugar, she doesn't even care, doesn't acknowledge him. A dog on the leash. Oh yeah.
Contain.
And she just wants to play. She doesn't want. They're not looking for. She's not trying to pick a fight.
Trouble.
Not looking for trouble. Like to see who the dog is. Yep. Like to hang around
Sniff
a little sniff, see what's going on. But she gets. So I have to detour my walk a lot. If I see a dog coming at you, when you see a dog coming at you ahead.
Detour.
Oh, I detour. If I can turn on the block different, I turn other side of the road. Because she gets too excited.
Bullet's older, as Jake is a step. Bullet's older.
He's an old soul. He's a good dog, though.
Yeah,
I know you like Bullet.
I do like Bullet.
He does not react like he used to.
Yeah.
He's kind of over it.
Yeah.
So I don't have as much problem, but sometimes I have to detour.
But
He'll look. It'll get his attention. They'll be like,
And there was still a patch yesterday, though. I go. This is the Steve Sipple patch right here.
Patch?
It was on the shady side of a big evergreen, and there was an ice patch, and it was
shady side of a big evergreen.
Yeah, not sun side.
That'll get you.
That'll get you right away. I go. I see it right here.
Oh.
Got through it. I go. That's when you go down hard.
It was hard ball. It was a hard.
If I break a hip like an 80-year-old, that would just set me back. I come in just with
I
a walker.
It probably would.
That would walker.
Be unfortunate.
We have to have a walk.
Yeah.
No, you're coordinated. You'll probably be okay. I hit it hard.
No, I'd go down hard. When it goes out, yeah, it's bad.
It was not good. Yeah, I'm glad nobody saw it.
What is this?
This is idle chit chat. Last thing before we move on.
What is it, Jake?
Jake? I moved into a new place in December. I moved in the middle of winter.
So
I haven't met any neighbors because it's been cold as hell outside. I get home at 4:00 yesterday, and my neighbor across the street is probably in his lower 70s. He's chilling in his driveway, pounding beers. I said, I like this guy.
Did you over and talk to him?
He came over and talked to me. He's like, you want a beer? I'm like, I like when I got to Scotland here. I can't. And wife's not home, so I probably shouldn't. But he said, always an open invite. I said, all right, I'm in the right neighborhood.
Jake's got a friend.
And then somebody else.
Do we have a first name? Do we have a first name? Paul.
He told me it's not Paul McCartney. Just Paul. I said,
it's Paul.
Okay,
I got a friend.
Just Paul.
It's not Paul McCartney.
And I met Jay down the street. Works at Jersey Mike's. Good guy.
Oh wow.
He's like
we got Ellie's attention.
He's like, we got to get garage beers. I said, Yeah.
Yeah, Jake.
Let's do that.
Oh,
So
Jake,
you
you've
have
hit a
plenty
whole
of report.
new.
Yeah, you have reports on garage beers coming up in the next few months.
this
I'm
is
sure.
fun.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it was
That's
a good day.
idle chit.
That's idle chit
Paul was
chat.
sitting out there. He's 70-some years old.
Yes, just slamming beers. And he had like 3 by his side.
Across from Jake. Across from Jake Sorensen, who loves beer.
He's in the driveway.
You have an open invite.
He
Yes.
said, anytime I'm outside, you come on over. I said, all right, Paul.
That could be
there.
today.
Busch Light? Was it Busch Light?
No, he's drinking Copper Alt from Zipline.
Really?
Yeah, he's drinking some local craft beer. I
Really?
said, all right, Paul, let's do this.
A 70-something.
Young, I'm going to say 71.
I wonder,
72.
there's also a chance to build some breakers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tell him what
yeah.
you do.
Well, so Jay from Jersey Mike's is a breaker.
Is he?
He's a breaker. Paul is not a breaker, but we can work on Paul. He's
Yeah.
from West Virginia. He's a big Mountaineers fan.
Nice.
Which I thought, you don't
Take
meet
me
many
home.
Mountaineers fans out here.
Country
you
roads.
talked to him about Holgerson.
We talked about Bob Huggins, and he did not know that Rich Rod was back at West Virginia.
So he's not a
I
huge
had
fan.
not,
informer-
even, not really tracking him daily.
I had to
Doesn't
inform
have a
him.
computer.
Yeah, he's back. He's back there. That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by
The chat.
Renew. Please call or text David at
David.
402-833-3858 or go to renewyourauto.com and do everything from body shop, ceramic coatings, window tinting, spray, and bedliners at more at renewyourauto.com. Last night, there was an attempt at a basketball game at Pinnacle Bank Arena. The winning team had 49 points, and that was not Nebraska. Michigan comes into Lincoln and wins a rock fight of rock fights, 49-46. Bryce Williams was great for Nebraska, 26 of the 46 points for the Huskers. Scored the first 11 points of the game for Nebraska.
And the first 11
he
points.
scored the first 11 points.
Is that, Jake, does that not strike you as odd when going into the game, hey, what do you guys think defensively? Is there anybody we should key on? Well, maybe there's one guy, and the one guy had the first 11 points.
Right. And you made a couple threes off the bat. And then, understandably so, he went a little cold. The team didn't score for a while because they started to clue in on him and say, let's stop Bryce Williams. And guys were missing layups left and right. I don't want to call anybody out because they all missed layups. It was Morgan. It was Buchtengel. It was Mia. Everybody's missing contested layups.
At halftime. Get ready for this stat.
Hit me.
At halftime, Williams had 18 points, 7 for 13 from the field. The rest of the team was 1 for 19.
Yeah, Nebraska had 21 points at half. He had 18. He was the entire team.
The rest of the team was 1 for 19. It's gonna be hard to win. Now, they almost did though.
I think there was 12 minutes remaining, or maybe it was right at 10. Right at 10 minutes remaining in the first half when I texted you guys and said, first 1 to 50 wins. Right. That didn't happen.
Didn't get to 50.
Didn't get to 50. No one made it to 50.
But there was a declared winner, though.
Yes, there was a declared. There in the end, there was.
There was a declared winner.
This is the lowest amount of points in a win for Michigan in 17 years. Not surprising. 49 points does not win college basketball games. It doesn't. But Michigan, again, they should walk away saying we won that game. They didn't play. At one point they were 1 for 14 on threes.
Yeah.
At halftime, they were 1 of 14 on threes. They end up 5 for 27. So they go into Pinnacle Bank Arena, a tough place to win. Mm-hmm. They score 49 points. They're 5 of 27 on threes, and they walk away with a win somehow.
I think Bill would agree. Jake, you were there. I did think Nebraska played really good defensively.
Really good. So when Jake says that it's setback basketball, I might just setback offensive basketball. Because
they really played well defensively.
Both sides.
Yeah, both sides.
Both sides played, but Nebraska played really, really well.
They did.
I said, and then the big guys were athletic, like you said. And at halftime, I talked to my dad.
What did Ron say about this?
And we're just like going, I don't know, if I was coaching these guys, I would be pounding the ball inside to the big bodies were always on the perimeter running around.
Wolf
and then in the second half, they went down low a little bit more, and it looked like they had no idea that they'd never been taught low post play. They threw up some shots, and it was
as good as I thought.
I was like, hey, guys, get back away from the rim, get back away. Now they rebounded and affected shots unbelievably. They affected shots.
Danny Wolf is like a point center, right?
Yes. Yeah, he hit 2 big threes in the second half.
He did. You see the talent. They got talent, but I'm going back to Nebraska. They guard really well.
They do. They great effort.
Yeah, great effort. I thought they executed whatever game plan they had. You didn't see guys out of position. It was really hard for Michigan to get anything.
There was
done.
not a time when it's like, gee, Michigan's got. Nebraska's had some games where they've given up a lot of threes. There was no wide open shots.
It didn't seem like
there was a time I remember saying to myself, I'm like, I don't even know what Michigan's plan on offense is.
Well, I think Nebraska took them out.
Yeah, I don't even know what they're trying to get done here.
I mean, so we've discussed before the show, but under 2 minutes to go in the game, Nebraska's down 45-41.
Okay,
and Jawan Gary is called for a common foul that becomes a flagrant foul. And so you think, oh, here we go. Game's going to be over. They missed both free throws. Golden misses
both free throws.
Clanks both free throws. And then they get the ball and they step out of bounds. So you could have been down anywhere from 6 to 9 points. Yeah. And instead they get nothing.
And that was game over.
And Sam Hoiberg goes down and drills a three. Yeah. You're down by 1. He said, oh my God, they're going to find a way to win this game.
Down 1 with 90 seconds left. Down 1 with 90 seconds
didn't score it from that point, correct?
Oh
no, they
scored
1. They get 2 free throws from Bryce.
Which I thought was a bizarre play. It appeared at that time that
they fouled with 12 seconds.
And Nebraska was going to shoot. Play the game to play a 3. They weren't going to attack the rim, which is fine. And they just fouled him.
Yeah, they fouled him out front.
I mean, they fouled him. I'm like, wow. I don't know if I'd have done that.
Okay, just to take people back that weren't watching. Yeah, they fouled him out front with 12.6 seconds left. Intentional foul.
Yes, makes both free throws.
It was a bizarre decision.
Bizarre decision. I'm like, they just fouled him. I'm like, I don't know why. To put him on the line at that point in time, Nebraska had what? 44 points?
Yes.
Yeah,
44. So I'd probably say, how about if we just play some defense here?
They were down.
We can't stop them. They're just throwing it in at will. Nope, that's not true.
And then what happened was Gale got fouled. What's Roddy Gale?
Roddy Gale.
Roddy
Jr.
Gale. He missed his front end of the 1, and that's when it led to a Seagen's miss that angered Jake.
Well, it was, and the reason why is that Bryce Williams again was the only guy that was scoring. He's the only guy that couldn't stop
on the night.
Seagen was 1 of 5 total, 0 of 4 on threes. Yeah. He made one driving layup early in the first half.
Yes, he did.
But when a season's on, I don't hate that play call, that play set by Nebraska. But if you're Bryce, you're saying, I'm the only person that can score. Yeah. I'm going to either get fouled on the way to the hoop, or I'm going to take a shot. And if I miss it, I miss it. But I'm the guy. It's me.
He did, to be fair to the basketball gods, he did miss a couple shots down the stretch.
Well, he's not perfect. The team shot 25%.
I understand.
He's allowed to miss shots.
I'm fundamentally with you on that. But he did miss a couple, just to be fair.
Yes.
But like I said, the play was to the rim. The play was to the rim. Because the shot you chose was a 3-point shot when you're down 1.
Season?
Yeah. For a guy that was cold.
Now, when he shot it, I wanted him to shoot it. The play was in rhythm.
Yes.
Everything was flow.
Fred liked the shot.
I mean, did you not think that ball was going in?
I did.
Because I did. I go, this is unbelievable. They're going to win this game by 2. I mean, I really did.
I thought that's the thing. If you're a Nebraska fan, I don't know. You're upset. I guess I don't know how you should feel. They did push Michigan to the limit and should have won. That's the number 12 team in the country.
What's crazy, though, is that we get upset of the miss, and the game's not over yet.
It goes.
So they get the long rebound. You foul them with 2.7 seconds to go. They make both free throws.
Trey Donaldson.
And then I was telling Bill before the show, I don't know if I agree with how they did the play. You have 3 seconds left, essentially.
2.6.
You probably could have thrown a common pass and got a shot. They went for the full court. The heave, which Worcester did I don't know how you describe it.
That's a strange pass.
It's like a discus throw.
I told Jake this before the game, before the show. I said, great job by Fred. I believe that there was an error made by Michigan, and I may be wrong. They put the big body on him which was great
on the inbound player.
But is almost like say you got the inbounds. So as soon as they blow the whistle, he starts jumping like he's going to rifle. I don't know if anyone told him that they made the free throws and the guy can move. When he took off running, he was like,
totally agree with
and
you.
then he couldn't catch up with him, and he got And then the heave was great. It was all. I don't think that was.
But that's a low percentage play though, to even catch that ball,
and,
right?
And then the other player, whoever it was on Michigan, tried to undercut the ball to deflect it. Doesn't get it. So we get a clean catch
clean
and look.
Yeah,
pretty clean look
by Burke.
But I was shocked at how Michigan wasn't prepared for him to run the baseline.
There was a couple instances where Michigan didn't know how much time was on the shot clock.
All of a sudden, you're like going 5, 4, and they're like just all of a sudden they have no idea. Someone's just yelling at them, shoot.
Like Wolf at one point clearly didn't know. I was surprised that I don't want to say poorly coached because he's the coach of the year.
Dusty's a good coach.
Yeah. There's a couple instances though where you're like, you should know that. Wolf, he's a freshman though.
There one time it came off of a timeout. They called timeout with 15 seconds left to get a play.
I don't think they knew.
I don't think they had any idea. They did not get a play whatsoever.
So
the fact that Berkey had they had a wide open look and a shot, after a full court heave, misses it. He goes 0 for 10 by the way last night in his
coming off an ankle injury.
0 for 10 shooting. Had some interesting shots, and let's go with interesting. But the whole team had some interesting shots last night.
They affected some shots. They being Michigan, they affected shots.
And in terms of the quad win, it's not a bad loss, but an opportunity. That's a rough loss because Michigan played like crap offensively, and he lost.
They've been
49 points.
They've been scoring in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah,
they had 49. In Nebraska gets credit.
This is your home court, and you shot 25% on your home court. The tournament is the goal here. At least for me, it is. I think it is. It's the goal for the team. 25%.
25%.
Yeah.
25.8%, I should say.
So Michigan was 18 for 61. That's 29.5. Nebraska, 16 for 62.
They go on the road, shoot less than 30%, and win the basketball game.
You give them credit though. I mean, they closed that out.
They've won. If you look, we talked yesterday. They win a ton of close games, and they won another close game.
They're Iowa football.
Yep,
they're just used to being.
It's going to be.
It's going to be a close game.
But I'll tell you something, and Bill has said it. This league at the top's not that good. I do not see Michigan making a run to the Final Four.
You just saw Purdue get waxed by Indiana on Sunday. Get an upper level team. Michigan
Illinois
State
playoff team just got beat by 50 by Duke.
Duke murdered Illinois.
Yeah,
at the Garden.
Now, if they prove us wrong, they prove us wrong.
Could be the best team in the league is Maryland.
Who?
I'm going. The one team I would not want to play is Maryland. They got 5 guys that can score, and I know Jake says their bench can't score, but guess what? The 5 guys they put out there are all in double digits.
They'll lose the first round.
The first round.
They continue to.
Do we need to go to the text
me.
line at all, Jake, to talk about the hair?
Yeah, we should probably at this point address the group chat.
Yeah,
it was a good one. It got really.
I didn't see this because I was working.
Yeah, you were writing.
Yeah, what's the deal?
Yeah, go ahead, Bill.
Well, Jake
represent this.
I'm paraphrasing here, but Jake texted. He was very upset with the team. He said, "This team will not make the tournament. If they make the tournament and win a game, I will shave my head."
Wait a second.
Stand by that.
You don't think they'll make the tournament?
Read the text again.
Let's go right to it.
Yeah, there's it. Listen to the whole point.
I want to make sure I get this. Yeah, we don't want to air on this. This is super important.
This is now. Remember, I'm just gonna while you're looking this up. Jake's very emotional at this point.
I was angry.
Very emotional.
Said some things you probably don't mean.
Was there profanity in the chat? I forget if I used any profane language last night.
You don't always do that.
No, I don't. I usually don't put profane language, but sometimes I do.
Yeah, not very often.
Try not to.
Just.
No. Didn't. It's right. He didn't say they would make it. This team will not win a tourney game, and certainly doesn't deserve to make it if they lose a horrendous game. And then he said, "I will shave my head if somehow win an NCAA tournament game."
Yeah, I would.
He will shave his head. I doubled back with Jake and asked him if they win the Big Ten tournament, would he shave his head? And he said yes, he would. So there's 2 things out there right now: a tournament win or the Big Ten tournament win. Jake will shave his head.
And it probably won't grow back, by the way. That's probably it for my hair.
It could be.
It will grow back. Won't it?
I don't know about that.
It grows
slowly.
back.
I've never shaved it before. I don't know. It's not exactly growing at great lengths right now.
I don't know how to assess Nebraska. I don't like. There's a part of me that says they're going to be a trouble for a lot of teams. But
what have we said about this team? We've said again, and this is not indicative of last night because they lost by 3, but their floor is scary low.
Yeah, it's scary.
I mean, they got beat by 36 at Purdue. They got killed by Michigan State. Got killed by Wisconsin.
Got killed by Penn State.
Yeah.
Penn State won by 17. It felt like it was 40. That game was never close.
Did you think from watching that game? My first thought was, I'm like, I have no reason why I would think that Penn State couldn't beat Michigan. After when you were watching that game, and you're watching how they defend.
It's the Big Ten.
Yeah,
it's a strange conference this year. But okay, so what the best way to assess is Nebraska's got a scary low floor, but sort of a good ceiling too. They got a pretty high ceiling.
Do they?
I think so. They could. Yeah. I mean,
remember the conversation a lot
I don't know about
I think so.
We always talk about point guards a lot, right?
Jake.
Having a point guard. Michigan doesn't have a point guard.
Donaldson?
They don't have a point guard where I was like, oh man, that's a point guard. Wow,
Not
watch
really.
him.
I mean,
No,
they have a point.
They have. Everyone has one.
Not everybody has one. I've watched Northwestern play a few years ago without a point guard. Not everybody has a point guard.
I think Steve texted me during that game.
They didn't have a point guard.
They don't have a point guard.
They literally didn't have a point guard. They literally
Yeah.
didn't have a point guard, and they couldn't run their offense. I thought Donaldson's okay-ish. Just okay.
It's okay.
I mean, Noble
got
was
it from
good
Auburn.
last night.
Yeah.
He doesn't shoot very well. He doesn't shoot free throws very well.
I think it's hard to assess anybody from Michigan last night because they again, it was just a weird defensive basketball game. Those guys were all better than what they showed last night.
Yeah.
And both teams were just clanking everything. I mean,
it's ugly to watch.
Here's some numbers for you. Jawan Gary, 2 for 13.
Oh, boy.
Barricade Buchtengill, 0 for 10.
Oh, boy.
Bryce was fine, 9 of 21. You take that, obviously. Raleigh, 2 for 6. Season 1 for 5. Andrew Morgan, 0 for 3. Thought I'd take more shots than that. But
who was that? Morgan?
Morgan, 0 for 3. Missed a couple bunnies inside.
What was the front court? What was the front court collectively? If you say Burke,
What was Sam?
Sam Hoiberg was 2 for 2. He had 6 points. He
hit 2 huge threes
in both in the second half. 2 big threes in the second half. Yeah. The lights went off.
Lights just went off. That means Ellie's asleep.
He
Sound asleep.
Wooster 2 for 6, 4 points in the game. In terms of the bigs. Mia 0 for 1, did have 2 free throws, 2 points.
Morgan
had 1 point, 1 for 4 at the free throw line. That mattered last night in a low scoring game. Missed 3 free throws. And then,
they clanked them back,
and
but they helped you.
out.
Michigan went right back at you.
So your bigs were collectively 0 for 15 shooting the ball. I repeat, your 3 bigs were 0 for 15.
No, you can't. That's bad. Now you do give those bigs credit, particularly Vladislav Golden. He's good. He's good. He's a good interior defender.
They affected a lot of shots.
They did. He's a good interior defender. He's a good rebounder. He had 10 rebounds. The 7-footers, I mean, Nebraska does a good job on bigs. What did they do against Kalkbrenner this year?
Shut him down. He had one shot attempt.
A 3-pointer.
One attempt.
They're pretty good guarding bigs. That's what I mean. Nebraska, I'm telling you, they're a little scary. I don't know. They're gonna make the tournament, and if they get the right draw, they'll win a game. I mean, they're kind of a scary team. But you're right, the floor is really low. It's a low floor.
Nebraska will play Minnesota Saturday at PBA, 1:00 tip on BTN. And that is a must win. If you want to make the dance,
it's a must win.
You cannot.
Now, I don't mind putting must wins out with 3 games left.
They
fine
have
with
to win.
I thought about driving in today, Jake. What did we say? Let's come back up at any point in time. The Iowa game.
Mm-hmm.
Remember we said about that when that happened? We're going to talk about this one. This one again. We're going to go back. We're going to go back a month and a half. And be like,
Here's the thing about the must-win thing. We were doing the must-win thing 7 games ago.
No, in
That's
January.
why I don't do it. That's
ago.
why I don't do it in
But
January.
we were right on them. I'm going to say that. We were right on them.
Can you have – is every game a must-win?
No. But
the
now,
only difference is
they
I'm
are.
sure that Nebraska, the call was a 10 seed. And I imagine if they do their brackets again today, they'll still be a 10 seed.
Yeah.
I don't think anything changes there.
Them.
Yeah, of course he has them a 10.
But a next win, and then basically Ohio State and Nebraska will be almost the same team playing each other for who has to win that game.
Yeah, they're both on the bubble.
Yeah, but they're on the on big time bubble, and so it'll be interesting that game is the one that matters.
So there's pressure.
If Nebraska loses to either Minnesota or Iowa, they don't deserve to make the dance. They really don't.
I don't think they'll make it.
I don't think they would.
If they lose to one of those,
Minnesota
or Iowa.
They need to win both games. They can afford a loss at Ohio State, but
because
now, hold on though. What you're ruling out the Big Ten tournament? What if they lose one of those, but then win 3 in the Big Ten tournament?
Yeah, it's going to help. There's ways to get yourself back into it. But it would be because you have to remember when you're in that spot of you're a 10, 11, 12, somewhere in that seed, and then weird teams win games in the tournament and they steal bids, which means, hey, this team's getting in no matter what. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, like NC State stole a bid last year. They were not getting in the tournament, and they win the ACC tournament, so they stole a bid from. They took an 11 team out of the tournament. That's what gets dicey at that time.
See, I think Nebraska got some wiggle room because of the Big Ten tournament.
When we come back, let's chat a little Mike Woodson, Indiana. Some hypotheticals, some what ifs next, an early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Nebraska Veterans Aid is here for veterans and dependents facing unforeseen financial emergencies. Get assistance with food, fuel, shelter, clothing, transportation, and even funeral and medical expenses. If you're a veteran facing a financial emergency, apply for Nebraska Veterans Aid through your county veteran service officer. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/NVA. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hey volleybalfans, this is Laura Dijkema, national player of the Netherlands and now the setter on Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering for us in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action. Go Big Green!
Healing the heart takes heart. Our dedicated team of cardiac experts is here for you with breakthrough treatments for serious conditions and expert advice for living longer with a healthier heart. We bring healing care to our community with over 90 cardiology specialists and subspecialists and more than 50 locations across Nebraska, Southwest Iowa, and Northern Kansas. Find out how we heal hearts with heart, starting with yours at chihealth.com/heart.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Fear's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Fear's cheese spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, Why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fuhrer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table. Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies. It will be breezy and warm with an afternoon high near 68. Tonight, a slight chance of showers, otherwise partly cloudy, a low near 37. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies and it will be breezy and an afternoon high near 56. Meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break
Simple, you are an idiot.
on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Segment 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Beck's Hybrids. Farmers, we know that volume discounts are a major factor in ordering seed, and oftentimes discounts are lost buying from multiple brands, but Beck's has the most diverse lineup in the marketplace. Go to beckshybrids.com for a full farm quote, and always remember the 3 F's: faith, family, and farming. Today, we shout out Caleb Dickus in Ithaca, Nebraska. Dickus Seed and Feed.
Ithaca.
402-277-6519, part of the Beck's Hybrids family.
I would like to get out to Ithaca.
Where's it at?
I don't know Ithaca.
Bill,
That
Sip, you know
freaks
Ithaca?
me out a little bit. I don't know Ithaca.
We didn't know Cordova. We don't know Ithaca.
This is not good.
Yeah. That's very odd.
We're all Nebraska.
Breakers, help us out. Where's Ithaca at?
Jake's from Iowa. Jake is from Iowa. He doesn't know all
I
these
lived
things.
in Iowa for a while.
God, the seed. And tell you what, talk about their go time right now. I mean, people are putting seed in the ground here pretty soon.
Are they?
Oh yeah, right now Beck's is loading up. If try to avoid I-80 right now around Goner because there is semis dropping off seed. This is seed delivery time.
Try to avoid it.
Try to avoid that at all costs because right now, I mean, Sonny will be out there. He's the one who waves the trucks in. Sonny does it himself. I'm just telling you, it's nuts to see what goes
Sonny's
down.
doing that?
Yeah, Sonny's doing it.
Age.
Yeah.
70?
Probably late 70s, probably.
Yeah. Bubba says that Ithaca is just north of Ceresco and just south of Wahoo, so Highway 77. Is that right?
It must be well off of that because I drive that. I mean, I drive that. I drive it all the time.
I've never seen
like
Ithaca.
all the time.
Someone else says it's by Meade. Is it by Meade or by Ceresco?
Yeah.
Where's it at?
It's by
Nobody knows where Ithaca's at, apparently.
Because I know this. If it's by Ceresco, I think I have a good feel for it. Maybe it's in between the two countries, someplace out there. But anyway, no, it's not on 77. There's
I don't
nothing.
think so.
There's
Okay,
nothing
well,
between Wahoo
Come on,
and
Bubba.
Ceresco.
Don't lie to us, Bubba.
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't think
4-lane
so.
road. It's a beautiful road.
Yeah.
It is. I do love that.
Yeah, it's a great road to drive
nice.
on.
Anything else for seed? What do we need to know? Any seed stuff?
Seed, your soybeans and your corn. Yes.
It's not planting season yet. When
No.
do they start planting?
You can look at this probably some maybe late March to April.
Okay, so we're a little ways
late
away.
March to April like that, but it's go time. So right now you're polishing up your planner. That's what you're doing right now. Right? There's a bunch of guys listening to our show right now, and they're just kind of putting a wax.
They're nodding their head. Yeah,
Go to wax on that baby, getting it ready to go.
Turtle wax.
Yeah, turtle wax.
BecksHybrids.com.
Remember turtle wax? You were
Yes,
waxing
my
your-
dad did it.
Oh yeah.
Now, Sip teased yesterday that I didn't hear this until today, but you teased there was a Matt Painter kind of rant.
It was a rant.
After they lost to Indiana. Now, Indiana, by the way, after they beat Purdue on Sunday, was seen at least by CBS Sports as last 4 in. Now, reminder, they have informed Mike Woodson he's not coming back next year. And so they looked amazing in the second half in that game against Purdue.
They also beat Michigan State
on the road.
Yeah.
So what if they get on this? If they stay hot, make the dance. What if they win a game or two, make the Sweet 16? Are you still going to say see ya, Woody?
And just
Woodson, you're gone,
Woody. Just a reminder, also, which was brought up yesterday on a show I listened to of pundits, is that Woodson has never made a statement that I'm stepping down.
He hasn't.
No, there's no statement from Woodson. He's never once said
media reports.
It's just being reports. So this is what's going to happen. There's never been a statement by him. Go back and do the research.
Really?
He's never said I'm done.
Look.
That's what was reported yesterday. Someone says, "Hold it, he's stepping down," and the guy goes, "It's never been reported."
He's been informed. He's
been informed like that, but no one's. He's not come out and said, "Oh yeah, I'm stepping down. I'm making a change here." He's not made the statement.
Oh,
so he's just coaching. He's like that. So what a pro.
I mean, he's
like, you know what? Okay, I'm just going to coach my team. And like me and Steve said, you wouldn't want to play him right now.
No,
and what nothing to do with Indiana.
If you watch the second half, they look like the best team in the conference. In that, it was terrifying watching them. They played great defensively. Their offense had a purpose. They made a ton of shots, a very high efficiency. They played very well in that game.
So they got Penn State went tomorrow at home. So that they get to 17, 11, 8, and 9.
Yep.
I mean, Nebraska, by the way, 7 and 10.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, they're above Nebraska in the standings right now.
Right.
Before tonight's game.
Right. So,
also, they're what? They're a story.
Yeah.
They're a story. They're a big story.
Oh, it could get really interesting. Then they have Washington at Washington. Could
winnable.
Win that. At Oregon, winnable. And Ohio State at home. Yeah.
They could get 10 and 10 possibly.
It could get really interesting. Play the painter.
Here's Matt. Matt Painter,
Purdue.
after the win, after the loss against Indiana, was critical of the fan base of the Hoosiers.
Yeah, he was asked, just for context.
Yes.
Guys, he was asked following their loss. They lost by 15.
And they get it led by 12 at halftime.
Yeah, he was asked to share his thoughts on the Indiana basketball job and its place in the college basketball landscape. That's all the question was.
Okay.
And then he went on a long rant. Start slow, builds.
Here we go.
Had a lot of turnover, obviously. I think you got to look at some of the common denominators here more than anything. I think that's an important piece right here. Like, don't beat yourself. Like, let's support somebody. Like, I try that out for once every now and then. Like, whatever you think Purdue fans are happy about what just happened. Like, you like, see, a fan base isn't the people that tweet. A fan base is the people when you're bleeding, they support you. Like they jump in and off, they jump on and off things here way too much. Like, support your coach, man, support your players. Don't tweet negative things about them. Like, be supportive. Like, see how that works for you. But they build them up, like, and they overdo things. Just accurately, like, talk about what's actually happened. Like, don't get recruits and that's Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. Then they come out here. Well, they're not Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. They're good college players. Like, and then they build it up and then they go, well, what's wrong? Well, they're part of it, but it's not their total fan base. It's just that everyone has a bad percentage of their fan base now because of Twitter. And then we think that's their fan base. It's not our fan base. It's not their real fan base either. And so I think that's an important piece, but it's hard for young people to hear all that and then go out and collectively play like, hey man, we're playing for you guys, but you dog us when we lose and then we're the best when we win. Well, we're somewhere in between, right? So I think they need to learn from some of those things and support Scott Dolson and support the new coach and support the staff, but also kind of be grounded with everything. And they'll be able to, I think they'll be able to have success. It's just a different world now. We have 18 teams. Right, we're going to go into the name, image, and likeness, and some changes are going to be made here in April. So it'll be real interesting to see just the landscape for everybody.
Matt Painter has spoken.
Quit overdoing. You cut out a couple of things. He said, quit overdoing. SH, the word.
Bleep.
Yeah, he kind of chastised Indiana fans a little bit for being extreme, but you could say that about a lot of fan bases. It's obviously not. Just
I like what he says about the Twitter part about the fan. That's not your fan base. It's a small percentage of people that
has a loud voice.
Then you hear this one all the time. It's going viral. I don't know how viral sometimes things are. They're talking about it, but is that the real viral part of it? Yeah, this going viral is always a big thing.
It is.
Well, and what happens is the tweeters wear that as a badge of honor. My tweet went viral.
Yeah.
It went viral.
Because what are they, Sip?
What?
Are they trolls?
Are they the trolls?
Are they sometimes trolls
Waiting
below
under
the
the-
bridge?
What do you think?
Lurking under the bridge.
Lurking under the bridge, waiting for unsuspected civilians to ruin their day.
Oh,
Right?
Yeah. There's always a part of your fan base that almost enjoys the misery to write about it.
Very
They
perceptive.
do. I'm glad that happened last night. I love to write this stuff, and
Very perceptive.
I'm saying most part of Nebraska, not true. They really
But there's
want
a part.
There's a part. Yeah, there's a part.
Trolls.
Some people like misery. I don't know why, but they do.
I mean, it used to be back in the day. All you read it all was be like Voice of the Grandstand, or something, or someone write into the editor or something, and that was
you get
it.
some bar talk.
Yeah, some bar talk like that. But there was no now where everybody has a voice. It's bizarro world.
What were those back then?
Better times.
Jake, it
Better
was
ti-
incredible.
Jake.
It was incredible.
Yes.
It was incredible.
Sure it was.
If
Think about
I
life
don't doubt
before
that.
this. Yeah. Think about life before Twitter.
Imagine like that.
Now that's better.
I mean, there was probably thousands of tweets last night about the Husker game. Comments, something that you could chime in on something. I read some stuff, but what are we doing? Why are we not calling timeout? Why do we not go to the rim? Why do we not? Back in me and Sip's day right there was when I said that, then just went on to work the next day, and that was it. Then we didn't wait to see how Shoecraft played next week.
Better
Yep,
time.
he came back.
Better times.
Jerry was a good one.
When we come back, time for a Bugaboo Tuesday on Bill's Thrills, and Song of the Day is next on Early Break of the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Hi, my name is Molly Party. I'm a realtor with MP Dodge Real Estate. I'm a newly licensed agent and considered numerous brokerages before deciding on MP Dodge. I chose the company that gives me the most support in my new career, plus guidance and encouragement along the way. MP Dodge has a unique mentoring program for new agents. It's helped jumpstart my career and has a supportive management team and administrative staff. So if you're contemplating a career in real estate, look no further than MP Dodge. It will be the best decision you make.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road. Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call at 402-590-5800. If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Salt Mine City is not only Lincoln's newest brewery, but they're also now serving food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their peanut butter and jelly burger with bacon and cheddar cheese, or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. Don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 11 a.m. every day but Mondays at 8th and R. A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Fear's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Fear's cheese spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fear's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Hey volleybalfans, this is Laura Dijkema, national player of the Netherlands and now the setter on Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League Volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering for us in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action. Go Big Green!
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You love the Bash's sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're a big tough? If you're a big tough guy this morning,
but you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
He stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Once again, your song of the day from 1974, You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet by BTO, Bachman Turner Overdrive. 464-56851 is bad, 10 is good. Texture rating in the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day. The reason, it's been brought up a theme, I told you yesterday in the group chat, that BTO Marshall Tucker Band and Jefferson Starship will be at Stir Cove together on Friday, July 18th. That was announced yesterday.
If I don't go to that, do something to me.
I'm going to that. There's no.
Yeah.
How do we get tickets to that?
I'll help you out.
Okay.
Yeah, hit
I
me
need
in
to
the
be at
throat.
that.
Hit me in the throat.
That screams Sip. That screams Bill for that concert.
If I don't
Slam
go,
dunk.
if I don't go,
that'd be
something.
embarrassing for myself too. It's like, well, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? What concert are you waiting for? No, that's the one.
You know what a hit is, or you know what? One way to judge what a hit is, just one way. That was 1974.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had the album. When I was a kid.
Was it Fragile? Was that the album?
Yeah, and I threw it at Adam and it broke. But I had it. The one way I thought about that song the other day because it came on the radio when I was driving in Havelock. A hit sounds good to you when you're age 8, and it sounds good to you when you're age 58, and it sounds about the same every time. Like I turn it up, it's unbelievably good. How do you do that? How do you write a song like that?
I have 0 songs in my repertoire that's like, I love this song so much. Listen to it for probably from age 14 to age 26, but now I hate it. No, there's no such thing as
good
that.
point. That's good.
That doesn't happen.
Does
not happen.
How does this happen, Jake? That song sounded incredible to me when I was age 8, and when age 58, I will still turn it up in my truck, and I've heard it a zillion
How
times.
does it sound in the headphones?
Really good. Yeah, really good.
Really good. It means a little something different to me now than it did at age 8. But I think it's a great song.
Well, any love is good loving. So I took what I could get.
Ooh,
yeah. Baby. When you can do that, and he rattles that off so good.
So good.
Baby. I mean,
what a song.
BTO.
9.3355.
96421.
God, you liked it that much.
That much.
Both
Yeah, is that good?
9 plus.
Doesn't always feel good.
Ellie was asleep earlier. She didn't move. The lights went off. Let's see if she's awake now. I'm going to say she's going to be a 7.9.
6.4.
6.4. Okay, solid.
6.4.
Anything from the text line?
Yeah,
anything from the tube?
Let's see what the texters and the YouTubers have to say here. Gavin Pender starts things off with a 7.8 on the text line.
A little low from Gavin. Getting a little full of himself from talking about it.
Sandmaster and KC, 9.4 now. We're talking.
There you go.
Bill and Bennett,
Sandmaster.
8.6 from Bill and Bennett. Mike and Dalton, 8.8. John in Southeast Lincoln, 8.5. Fritz in Lincoln, 8.6.
Fritz is new.
Kevin in Centennial, Colorado, 5. Hubert, 6.7. Great name.
What a
Hubert.
great name. Wally and Hubert. Imagine meeting those two guys. Hey, where you guys go? I mean, Wally and Hubert for a few beers. Shoot some darts.
I'm coming with you then.
Wally and Hubert.
That'd be cool.
And Paul from Jake's neighbor.
Yeah. Drinking beers in the driveway. It's
1 in the afternoon.
Get him so happy. Duke for governor, 7.8 on the text line. Sanderson, 10 on that one.
Sandy
with the hair.
Cheesy said, Triple H's dad says that's cheesy, a 3.
Oh, I don't agree with that, but okay.
It's okay.
Shamia B says 5. Mothball, 6.8. Bird! 6.
Oh, that's really, so you were just mocking Bird. Oh, how about that?
Mockingbird.
Now, Bird has the first
Bird.
Bird actually just usually says a number. He actually has a comment. He says the song is a 6. Your Nebraska ball jacket is a 10.
Oh, it's
the one I wore, the white one. Yeah, I wore it last
You had
night.
that last night?
Yep,
The youthful jacket.
They liked the jacket.
It's kind of youthful.
It's very youthful. Use the word juvenile.
Juvenile, yeah.
Looks like some 6th grader.
Jake wears it. He loves it.
I do love it.
He does
I
love that jacket.
Love it.
And it went down, boy.
He
Didn't
can
bring us
kinda
much
pull
luck.
it off somehow.
Jake, you and me in that would be horrific.
I wish you guys would buy. I'll get
Yeah.
one for you guys.
No, Bill couldn't pull it
I
off.
couldn't pull that off.
No.
I couldn't.
I guess
Jake,
you
you
could
pull it
try.
off.
You could try.
You're a clothes horse. Is what he is. He can wear clothes and just yes,
A what?
clothes horse.
Close.
Never heard that.
Yeah,
before.
I have heard it.
Downtown
It's a thing.
Scott, 8.6. Down. Jane says need more cowbell, 8.5 on that one.
More cowbell.
Jesse and Milford, 7.1. Jim, 9.8. Pig Farmer of Waverly says that's an 8.7.
The pigs.
The pig farmer's been with us. For
Yeah.
a long time.
Jennifer, 9.
Pork.
Jennifer, 9.1. Hubby, 8.1. Good scores from the household today.
The
Romance
hubby
is
was
back.
great. Yeah, that's right in their wheelhouse. What
Wait
year
a
was that again, Jake?
1974.
How about, is that the sweet time?
I didn't know Jennifer and hubby were
Ooh.
BTO fans.
This is not going to go well with you guys before we move on. Unnamed texter says that's a 3. And that band, BTO, is the Bare Naked Ladies of the 70s. And we know Sip does not like the band. The bare naked
That
ladies
is
from the
not
90s.
true. Let's move on. I'm gonna bite my lip, bite my tongue.
Well, YouTube, Joe 9.
The tube.
Bolt 8.8, Robert 8.3, Genghis 8.1, Chris 6.7 on that one, Casey 7.6.
Beef
Tom,
taco, anything?
I didn't see beef tacos. Tom 5.6 and BWD 8.8. That is your song of the day. Again, you ain't seen nothing yet from BTO 1974.
Thank you.
It is time for a Bugaboo Tuesday edition of Bill's
Something
Thrills.
bothers me.
The thrills.
Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom
Yes.
bonanza.
Oh, yeah. Is it gonna be bonanza? Right.
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. Have you seen? I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, as always, Bill's Thrills sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Call them at 402-730-7387 for a free consultation to plan your financial future today. It is a Bugaboo Tuesday. Bill, what could be bothering you today?
It bothers me. There's some things that bother. This is one of the. What kind of hill will you die on? This is one of them.
Oh, you die on.
Oh, I will like that. Fix the food, create a better mood. There's a song, something going.
You got it.
I got that.
You got it.
Fix the food, create a better mood. The painful alignment of the one-sided assignment. The buffet error that won't go away.
There's 3 headlines.
Oh, I did 3. The buffet error that won't go away.
What is it?
When you have the buffet set up and you only have it set up to go down one side of the buffet. Oh, it is.
Okay.
Oh, man.
This is good.
Oh, this is
good.
It's buffoonery. They can't, and they won't stop. And it needs to stop. It's so, the buffet always has, it's no more work to be able to go down both sides of a buffet. It's no more work, and it lets things go so much smoother. And you watch, and all of a sudden they're out, and there's a line, they're 20 deep on one side. And then here's the one deal, too. There's always that guy. And he's making a salad that's pristine on his, grabbing one tomato, a couple croutons. First of all, buffets are meant to be whop, 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 through and go.
Easy.
I'm telling you, the one side, when they have it, I've been to so many buffets.
You don't want to rush.
And you just look at it and you go, why would you not set this up to walk down both sides of the line? It makes things go so much faster.
Thought of this.
And then you can kind of eye it out. You can kind of almost pick the person out. That person's going to take forever in line. I'm going to slide over into this side.
Okay.
And they get the food in and out very fast. You pick your side. In a way, you go. You're walking up. Okay, which side am I going? You can just look down the line. You know right away. This side's gonna go faster. This is so easy. The one-sided line. I mean, everyone's just one at a time. It's like it takes forever. You have to fix this. This has to be a two-sided buffet line, and it's no more work for anybody. It's not like, well, if we do that, we got to bring in twice the staff. Nope, zero more work. Zero to have this set up.
Did you recently encounter this?
I've encountered it. Yes, recently. I say I've encountered this.
You don't have to say what.
I'm going to say I encounter this 18 out of 20 buffets I go to.
Oh God.
The only ones that do it right are college football teams. When they go to eat, there'll be 2 lines, and it's always double-sided.
And Technology Day's got it right too.
Yeah,
Donor. They
double side but
double sides.
Just watch. You just go anywhere, you'll see it.
I know.
You'll
right.
see it.
I can think of some.
Oh man,
There's some now. Some are, to be fair to some, they're set up against a wall or something.
Yeah, you don't have to figure it out. Get it away. Yeah, get it away from the wall. It's not that hard. Slide it out just about 2 feet, and then you go down both sides. And some people can't figure it out.
Don't yell at me.
Yeah,
Just point out an example.
No, this is one that I say like that. When I see it, I die on this hill. When I see it, I'm instantly upset. It takes me everything I take not to go like to management. Have you ever considered just let people go down both sides? Have you ever just I'm just think through this.
Just a thought here.
Just
You're
a thought
getting
here.
to that age where
I'm
you
getting to that
do
age
more
now.
of that.
I do more of that.
Yeah.
And I wait.
Greg is that guy.
And I wait till the end anyway. But I'd love to kind of address this. Like, is there any? Have you ever thought this through at all? It'd be the first thing I would make in buffet maintenance would be right away. It's like, anytime you have a chance to, two-sided, unless there's some reason you absolutely, and someone would have to report to me. I'd like to do the two-sided. Here's the situation. I don't think there's any way around it. We're going to have to go one-sided, and I've looked at every option. Okay, I'll deal with that.
I've looked at every.
No, they don't. They just put it out there, and then the one person. There's one every 4 people takes way too long.
Well, now hold on. We got to address that. It's like being in line at the airport when you're at the security. You don't want to rush people too much. It's the same as the buffet line. It causes a lot of anxiety. You don't. It causes me anxiety just listening to you talk about it because I'm probably a little slower than most. Consider all of the options, and I do make a salad that's sort of.
I always wait to
very
the end.
specific.
I wait. I don't want the pressure.
Do you? Okay.
And then usually I'm so upset by this point.
You've been at the airport. Check
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah. But anyway, no, I agree with you fundamentally. It's very interesting why you wouldn't have two lines.
I'm saying that if you looked at next time you go to one, you'll be able to one side to one here in no time.
Yep.
Just eyeball it. They're like, yep, they could do two. No more work, no other things. It's so much easier. Boom.
We do have some response.
Anything from the text line?
Yeah,
Jay?
we do have some response from the text line. Sanderson says, there is always at least one guy who thinks the entire buffet was laid out for him and him only.
Oh, boy.
Take your time, sir.
Yeah. Well, it's two-sided. You can spot that guy.
It's true. Sean in Omaha says, amen, Bill. The one-sided buffet also prevents I don't know what that comradely about food
camaraderie. No.
I don't know. Type that again, Sean. I'm not sure what you're trying to say there. It prevents something about food choices. Comrade. I don't know. COMRADELY. Camaraderie.
Oh, don't know what that is.
I don't know what that camaraderie is. That's a big word for me, Sean.
Well, if you're both walking down if you're if it's dual sided, you can talk to the person across from you.
Right. True.
You have people in front of you, people behind you, people across from you. Comment on, hey, this is awesome. I love the burn ends.
I think he's going for camaraderie on that. Yeah. Talking to
the
other guy.
Across from each other. Yeah.
The across the way.
Gotcha. You know where they have the two-sided buffets in the Nebraska press box.
Is it two-sided? Yeah. They have it figured out. Keith Mann obviously arranged that. Thank you.
Murray and Havelock, which could be Missing Tooth Greg, says the guy that's visiting with everyone while plating. Yes.
That's scary.
That's always good.
Wait a second. The guy that's visiting. Yeah. That's
just usually some talking. Yeah. But just fundamentally, it's just fundamentals. Get two sides.
Very interesting.
It's the first thing that comes up.
Sean did say, but talking back and forth. Camaraderie.
Okay, camaraderie. Discussion.
Pig Farmer says, preach it, Bill. That's all he says, preach. Someone says, skip the salad. Who needs rabbit food? So we took a shot at the actual buffet items you're getting now.
Yeah.
Versus the double-sided lines.
That doesn't really concern me as much. But if he doesn't like the salad, I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that.
Okay. Someone says, Brian says, it's tough to admit. He says, I am the guy in the buffet line that Bill can spot immediately. Admittedly, the slowest guy always in a buffet line is me. He's claiming that.
He's claiming that.
Proudly, Brian? Are you proud of that or not?
Step it up a little bit.
Yeah, step up a little bit. But if you're preparing it, that's fine. Because the two-sided line doesn't bother you as much. The one-sided line, that's a problem. You'll see it at weddings. You'll see everywhere like that. Just also the brilliance of some places and some events. You really don't have to wait. There's times you could have the buffet line just say, hey, buffet line's open. If you're ready to eat now, go ahead and eat. If you're not ready to eat right now, it's fine. Also, those are the best. If you want to grab something, go ahead and grab. The buffet line's open. Then you don't get the wind all the way around. Where you're standing there in line looking like, what do we got here? What are we doing?
Britton says on YouTube, says, good point, Bill. We also need more buffets in Lincoln.
Old Country buffet.
I think we're enough past COVID where we can bring back buffets.
I'm with you. There's nothing better than a buffet.
Bring back
what was the one on North 27th?
Golden Corral.
Golden Corral.
Yeah.
It's basically been torn down essentially.
Buffets are incredible.
Even
a salad bar
buffet. And I love
remember the old salad bars, Steve?
Mm-hmm.
They had like the glass sneeze bar there. You get that. Oh God! And you could just take a big scoop of blue cheese dressing.
How about the Old Country buffet style, which was not even a line? They had various bays with food.
Yeah, a bay of food. Yes.
And that was. I mean, I'm an expert on Old Country buffet. I used to eat there. Me and Paco would go there in college. We'd go there for a late lunch and then just stay for the dinner.
The only buffets, it used to have, of course, the wonderful Valentina's buffet at 70th and Van Dorn. It's gone.
Which was incredible.
It was really good. I missed it. Now, they still have Pizza Ranch has a buffet at 80, right by your Planet Fitness at 84th and Layton.
100.
That's really about
it. Is that a bay buffet?
That is, it's a buffet.
Is it a bay buffet?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. It's a bay buffet.
It's not a line.
Then you have your dessert section. You get your apple crisp and your soft serve.
There's one time,
different base.
One time, one of my friends came in. I thought this was funny. You may not. He just saw our cars there, and he came in. His name is Mike, big dude.
Yeah.
He saw our cars there at lunch and just came in, and I was standing at the dessert place, and I didn't know he was here. I didn't know he was there. I just heard a voice over my shoulder say, "You want the bread pudding?"
And he's right. It's so good.
I was like, no, I don't even like bread.
You want the bread pudding.
Bill, the headline again, please, before I get to break.
I'd be glad to. Fix the food, create a better mood. The painful alignment of the one-sided assignment.
There you go. Stop. That's perfect.
That is Bill
The
Spill's
one-sided assignment.
Bugaboo Tuesday.
Be better.
That was well done. Hour 2 next. How can we put some expectations long-term on Nebraska basketball? This could be a Sip Get Angry segment here. We'll discuss this next in an early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Abby with Midwest Bank. Stop by our new location at 70th and Pioneers. Our new full-service branch does it all. From our friendly staff to our easy online banking and mobile app, you get all the technology of a big bank that you need, but you still get the hometown customer service that you want. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Salt Mine City is not only Lincoln's newest brewery, but they're also now serving food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their peanut butter and jelly burger with bacon and cheddar cheese, or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. Don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 11 a.m. every day but Mondays at 8th and R.
Healing the heart takes heart. Our dedicated team of cardiac experts is here for you with breakthrough treatments for serious conditions and expert advice for living longer with a healthier heart. We bring healing care to our community with over 90 cardiology specialists and subspecialists and more than 50 locations across Nebraska, Southwest Iowa, and Northern Kansas. Find out how we heal hearts with heart, starting with yours at chihealth.com/heart.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
February is American Heart Month, the perfect time to focus on your health. Even a small change can make a big impact on your heart health. Try adding a vegetable to your dinner or a no-salt seasoning. Looking for support in making these small changes? Join a healthy living program to learn about healthy lifestyle changes with a supportive and encouraging group. Search Chronic Disease Nebraska for more information. Paid for by Nebraska DHHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hey farmers, do you run a precision planting monitor in your planter tractor? Buick Farm Outfitters is hosting our annual 2020 Monitor Clinic at the Holthus Center in York on Wednesday, March 19th. They'll run through everything on the monitor, from basic setup to more complex downforce settings, and everything in between. You'll learn agronomy principles behind some of the monitor settings and will leave refreshed and ready to plant. Representatives from Precision Planting will be on hand to handle any questions that you can throw at them. Visit BoykFarmOutfitters.com for all the details and to reserve your spot.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option. Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Tuesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2, as always, sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. Also at 70th and Pioneers. And what does Shin Daddy have going on today in Creighton, Bill?
We tied you with bomb guards and some white T-shirts, but it's tie-dye Tuesday.
Oh, no,
it's tie-dye Tuesday. So everybody that comes in gets to get their own tie-dye shirt. But you make your own tie-dye shirt. Then you come back and pick it up tomorrow. You make your own tie-dye.
Why you got to pick it up tomorrow?
Well, it's got to dry it.
Take
some time like that. So, but today you get a
sopping wet shirt.
You get to make a tie-dye shirt.
I don't know how to do
You make
this.
it with rubber bands, right? If I remember right.
I have no idea.
You put rubber bands around and different things. You put it in the tie-dye.
How
Bring
do
it
you
out.
know this?
I have some knowledge of this, how to make tie-dye.
You know a lot of different things.
Not really. You'd
Yes,
be
you
shocked
do.
what I don't know. But today's tie-dye Tuesday. So everyone that comes in gets to make their own tie-dye, select the colors and different hues that they want to use. And then tomorrow they get to stop back and pick those up. So you have to imagine making a nice little tie-dye on a Tuesday. How much fun it'd be. Everybody walking around Creighton in tie-dyes and stuff. Like Jerry Garcia, the Grateful Dead's going to whip in. And they will be looping. They will be playing Grateful Dead music in the background.
I mean, it sounds fun.
Yeah.
Any Bill Walton tributes at all?
Bill Walton will have some tributes,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Just to wear tie-dyes. I had a few tie-dyes. You ever have one, Steve? I did. I had some. I know a couple
got
times.
to tell you, I never was a big fan of the style. I'm not pouring cold water.
I really wasn't either.
It
There was a
fun.
time when I know I wore them for maybe a month or so. I all of a sudden I'm
A
into
little
tie.
fad, like
yeah.
bowling.
Yeah, I'm going tie-dye for that.
Like bowling was a fad.
Yeah, bowling was a fad.
Tie-dyed was a fad.
Yeah, so I tried it. But the tie-dye, if you noticed, is timeless.
Hey,
it's never went away.
No,
you'll see people.
Nor has bowling.
You'll see people.
It does catch your eye. Like
you'll
really,
see
wearing
people
tie-dye.
today wearing a tie-dye, and you saw them in the '60s, and it has continued on.
There's a house over in Havelock. They sell tie-dyes. They do.
How's business doing there?
I don't know. They do right out of their yard.
Right out of the
though.
yard. They sell tie-dyes.
Yeah. Now, hold on a second. I want to make clear on something. Bowling was a fad for you. I'm not suggesting that bowling's a fad.
Yeah.
Bowling
It was when I got my own ball and I almost rolled the 300.
It all went downhill.
Never
after
broke.
that.
Never broke 120 after that.
There was a period where you thought maybe this
This
would
is
be a profession.
yes, a kegler. Yes, a professional
Kegler.
bowler. I would watch it. Yes, yeah. Earl Anthony, watch him spin it on a Sunday morning about 10:30. It always came
Probably
on.
be a good bowler if
God.
you really wanted to.
God, I want to get back to. You know who's a really good bowler?
Who?
Lauren Swigert, leading tackler.
Don't tell
He's good
me.
at
Oh, yeah,
everything.
he's
he
good
does.
at everything.
Come on,
Great, yeah,
It's Lauren.
really
Safety.
good.
He was not a linebacker.
Yeah, he's no. We talked about that the other night. He's still upset about that. He's a safety. He's a down safety. Did wear a neck roll though. He wore a neck
He
roll.
was down safety?
Down safety, wore a neck roll, and then just to move him around. He also called the defense, too.
So he was kind of like
Sam right, Sam left. Check. He made all the calls. That's why he's so successful now.
He made it a point to tell me that in New York.
He grabbed me by the arm.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick. I wasn't a linebacker. I was a safety.
Thank you to Shin Daddy and Midwest Bank for sponsoring
That
our
sounds
Tie-Dye
fun.
Tuesday.
It does sound really fun.
464-5685 caller text as always. Something happened yesterday at Utah, which it's kind of led Sip to be a little angry before the show.
Yeah, you've been.
You were
Hold
bothered.
on. I didn't see this coming.
You were agitated.
I did not
and
see this coming. I saw it come up yesterday. I thought Sybil came in 9 times because I can't believe that just happened.
Well, I'm going to stand by, Sip, because you have a premise for your anger for what happened.
Yes.
So Craig Smith, former Nebraska basketball assistant from the Tim Miles staff in the 13-14 season before he went to South Dakota, became the head coach, then Utah State, and now Utah, was fired yesterday with a couple of games ago in the season. Keep in mind, Utah had just beaten Kansas and K-State in the last week or so. They lost to UCF, which maybe triggered the firing yesterday.
Yeah, you beat Kansas and Kansas State.
Back-to-back games. And they beat BYU also.
Yes.
15-12, the Utes, and 7-9 in the Big 12. It's not like the wheels are falling off.
No.
7-9 in the Big 12. Just lost a bad. You're right. In the Big 12 right away, going like there's 7-9 teams you think might get in the tournament.
Right.
7-9.
Yeah,
they're seen as, long shot to make it.
Yeah.
But again, you can Big 12 tournament and see what happens.
Here's why.
Why'd you get upset?
Well, I didn't.
You were upset. You were
bothered today.
visibly.
And I was okay with it, by the way.
You were visibly heated.
I just would say that it went with what you wrote down on the rundown.
Which was what?
This is what Jake put on the rundown. If we put an expectation of Nebraska basketball making the NCAA tournament 5 out of 10 years, is that fair or not? I would say it's absolutely fair. The reason I thought of this is because of what the AD said about Smith, Craig Smith. I just put this all together, okay?
Okay.
He said that Craig's done well. He's had special moments and special victories. Keep in mind, Utah last year, Bill, won 22 games and went to the semifinals of the NIT. I know it's consolation time, but whatever.
So 122 games.
122 last year. Had 15 wins this year, 7-9 in the Big 12, got fired because, says the AD, his name is Mark Harlan, we have greater aspirations for our men's basketball program, and our expectation is to regularly compete in the NCAA tournament. I believe a change is needed to get us where we want to go. Now, this is not, listen, you know this. I'm not suggesting that Fred Hoiberg should be on a hot seat, fired, anything like that. I mean, I think they could win in the tournament this year, but it does. The low expectations for Nebraska basketball drive me berserk. They are incredibly low expectations here, and you can't tell me anything else. They're again, you can have that conversation that they're very low expectations and still not. But there's that, but there's also the Fred conversation. In no way do I think Fred should be fired or even on a hot seat because I believe that this team could win in a tournament, this Nebraska team. But it doesn't change the fact that the expectations are strangely low. And for you to suggest, make the tournament 5 out of every 10 years. Yeah.
They've only made it 9 in the last 100, right?
I know, but
they made it 8 total. If they made it this year, it'd be 9 in the history of Nebraska basketball.
But why? Yeah. But don't. I hope what you're not doing is using that as a reason to say they shouldn't be able to make it regularly.
No, I agree with you. I mean, there's no.
What's
when you said that, the point you made was the best. What's holding them back? Facilities? Nope.
No.
A fan base? Nope. Or they play their games on competition games, PBA, the Vault. No.
Conference.
The conference, incredible.
No.
Money.
They get the big check. They have money.
What Fred's making a zillion dollars. What you can get the right coach. So what's held it back? Nothing.
Back in the day, sometimes you'd say, well, the weather. They play inside. There's no weather. There's
Ames, Iowa. You've been to Ames, Iowa?
That's the weather in Minnesota.
Exactly. Been to Ames, Iowa. You ever been to all these places? No. There's places everywhere you go, hang on a second. Look what they're doing. or they have their run. Like you said, you have certain things that go.
I'm afraid sometimes, and this is listen, you can't. It's a very esoteric sort of take. You can't prove it, but I sometimes think it's just what holds back Nebraska is the lack of expectation. It's not Fred's fault. I mean, it's 52 years in the making. Fred's not responsible for what happened when Mo Iba was the coach.
No.
When Barry Collier was a coach, when Danny Nee was a coach, when Doc Sadler was a coach, Fred has nothing to do with the low expectations. He's just taking. Well, I mean, he's benefiting from the low expectations, but so did Tim Miles. I mean, you just Dusty May. If you think I'm being unreasonable, Dusty May's the Michigan coach. Do you think Dusty May would make it to year 6 at Michigan without an NCAA tournament win? And without an NCAA tournament, or with one NCAA tournament appearance and no NCAA tournament win, would he make it to year 6?
Absolutely not.
He wouldn't even come close.
No,
because Michigan has expectations, and I think sometimes Michigan will win a game like that game last night. Again, it's a big picture sort of discussion because there are expectations. It's just not a shoulder shrug when they lose. It's not just a shoulder shrug. It's no. You got to win that game. You got to win that game. That's how you get to be 13-3.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, not 7-9.
The verbiage you hear is we're Michigan.
Right.
Win the game.
And Michigan doesn't have any distinct advantages over Nebraska right now. They don't. I mean, they're not. They have tradition.
Like I said, they've won it.
They have
a long time ago, long time ago.
Played for it,
but they've played for it recently.
12 years ago.
They've been in. They've made some runs, and so
John Beeline made a final loss to Rick Pitino at Louisville.
How long? How much does tradition matter? You just said the other day, it doesn't matter as much anymore. It doesn't. I mean, it just doesn't.
No, it's not. It's like, hey, we got to Indiana. Got to go there because of the tradition. Remember what Bobby Knight did? No, doesn't. Teams can flip it around and go and.
But see, I got to balance the conversation. I like this team. I like it. They're capable. They're kind of a scary team. Nebraska.
Here's the thing, though. You've said before, and this is the big point. Why does it feel like every year that you're in contention for the dance, it's barely in? Why can't you be comfortably in?
Just be resoundingly
I'm not asking for, again, I would love to have a conference title or be a top 10 team in the country. I'd also love to be just, hey, make me a 5 or 6 in the dance where I'm not sweating it out right now on February 25th.
Right. It's just weird to me.
Where a loss doesn't kill me.
Right. It's odd. It's an odd conversation is what it is.
Because if you ever watch a game at Michigan, I'm sure their arena is really cool. It's not a must see place. So you got to go there to that arena. You got to go see what it's like there.
Chrysler Arena?
Nope, it's not. It's a honor. It's not. It's not a crazy place to play.
Yeah, it's some. I'm sure some texture will say that this is a football school. Basketball is a fun thing for us, but
Eric says the same thing. Eric and Hickman says Nebraska has more than earned the low expectations. Who cares? We're a football school. There are plenty of people who think basketball is a placeholder. Why are they top 10 in attendance in the country sometimes? Then
because
they have been top 10 in attendance in the country. You don't just go to watch a team lose. I'm good. It's not football.
They're competitive. Yeah. That's the thing. They are.
Then they should have expectations then.
I agree. They are competitive. They're generally competitive. It's an interesting discussion. I don't like if you look at Fred, like if you just look at Fred's record, and again, I think Fred's doing a fine job.
Outside the first 3 years.
But look at his Iowa State resume. He was there for 5 years. They went to the NCAA tournament 4. Yeah. Round of 32, Sweet 16, round of 64. He did it at Iowa State. Then he get to Nebraska. He's 6 years, 1 tournament. Look at his resume at Iowa State. NCAA tournament. What happens when you get to Nebraska? I mean, it's a complicated discussion in some ways, but I think we also overcomplicate it a little bit. I just say win. What's holding you back? What is it? Like, just stop with the excuses. Like, what is it? It's ridiculous. Look at that place over there.
If we don't care about basketball, why do we build PBA? Why we could be in the Vantage Center forever, not rebuild it like they did for volleyball. Just stay there forever.
It doesn't make any sense.
Don't build the Hendricks.
Again, it's not for us.
They built those places with, I would think, the hopes that, hey, this will get guys here and we can start winning some games. That's just,
They win
it's nice
games.
to have them.
They do win games. I mean, that's the thing. They win. There's some
But
winning.
not at the level that you would hope.
You don't want to go too far with this rant because I bet they win 2 of their last 3. And they'll get in the NCAA tournament. Wouldn't be surprised if Nebraska wins a couple games in the Big Ten tournament. Jake, this isn't a commentary on Fred Hoiberg.
It's about Nebraska basketball collectively, historically, and now.
I would not be surprised if they go to Indy and win 2. Wouldn't surprise me at all. If they had to play today, they play Oregon, and they get a bye, and then they play Oregon. Already beat Oregon. Better than Oregon. They're better than Oregon. Oregon's got
playing pretty well right now.
expectations. Yeah, Oregon is playing pretty well.
That's why I mentioned that I thought that Altman was on the hot seat. Not because it was because of expectations.
They expect to be
they're
great.
going to have the Phil Knights that they're going like, hey, we're not here.
Yeah.
We're not here to just to kind of maybe get in every now and then. That and the crowd wasn't good. That was my whole base was expectations.
No, that's a really good point.
It wasn't like, oh no, Altman can't coach or anything. Nope. It's just what Oregon wants to be.
Right.
They and everything they do, they want to have those expectations.
And what that obviously Utah does. I mean, they pulled the plug on him
with 4 games to go
in his 4th year. Kind of odd. Yeah, it was kind of odd.
It's 7-9 in the league.
Yeah, they're not bad. I mean, they're not great, but they're not bad. Like, wow, he's 0-10, something like that. Or
and
14.
again, not a Fred conversation, but I'm a little jealous of Utah. Wow, you got really? You do have expectations there. Utah's AD said we want to be regularly in the NCAA tournament.
Especially when you look at teams and you say, like, the one day, I know this will upset Sip because of all the conversation at Casey's he had during their undefeated time in football, but Iowa State is something to study. It's remarkable. I mean, they're
football and basketball.
They're ranked like 10th in the country right now,
or higher.
Basketball.
Yeah. And they lost to Houston and they hung in there with their top 2 scorers. And there's no way you can tell me, well, Iowa State just got way more money for NIL.
What is it?
They have
Iowa
way
State's
better
rolling in football and basketball.
What is it?
There's no way you can say that.
I know. So what is it?
Well, the expectations have always been good. Yeah. It's expectations. Like, no, we win here. I mentioned earlier the team that's an outlier that I follow because I was there for the success of it. Utah State's great every year. The coach just got fired, came from Utah State.
Yep.
And the head coach at Washington, Sprinkle, came from Utah State. How's Utah State this year? They're like 25-3.
God.
And with like their 4th, 5th coach, everyone wins there because guess what? When you come here, you better win.
We expect
you
to
better
win.
win because guess what we're going to do? We're going to sell the place out. It seats 12,000 people and it's sold out. Crowd's nuts. Student section nuts
because it's good basketball.
Why can't Nebraska be 25-3? Now here's the thing. Again, I watched Fred last night. It's just killing him. He was unshaven. I feel for him because he wants this so bad. His son's playing on the team. This is big. So this is no way an attack on Fred. This is something that has been building for literally 50 years. Fred, I felt for him last night. Bill, you're a coach. He was agonizing over this. He was. You could see it. It's killing him. It's killing him. There's pressure. Fred feels pressure. I mean, I don't think he feels job pressure, but he wants this bad.
He's a competitor. He wants to win.
Yeah, and the other thing is I think he knows he's got a pretty good team. I know we disagree on that a little bit, but they played killer defense last night. I mean, it was hard for Michigan to do anything last night.
No, they did. I don't think there's disagreement here on the stool.
No, not with you, but I think me and Jake have a little disagreement.
Well, there's times
I think they can win the tournament.
I would say this: if you were an outsider and you live in ACC country and you're a Wake Forest fan, and you turn that game on last night and you watch that, and you just see everything about it like that, you would have been like, no. You would have been no. They do play good defense, but it wouldn't have been a good commentary if you're just watching it.
No,
because someone's going to say, "Hang on now, you scored 21 the first half, and one guy scored 18." I mean, if you're just
an ugly game,
if you're watching from just afar, if I'm watching,
I thought you're going to defend.
If I'm watching UNLV play New Mexico, and I'm watching it, and at halftime, someone goes, "Well, one guy's got 18, and the rest is." I'd be like, "Hang on a second here, timeout. This doesn't add up."
That's turning me.
It'd be a hard time to say. The reason you can say they play really good defense is because we pay attention to this team. But if you're watching them, you wouldn't come back and go, "Oh, I don't care what you say, man. I know UNLV barely won that, but they lost. But boy, they play really good defense." If he'd say that, and then
not.
And then also like that, what you don't hear as much about is sometimes like in the college football playoffs, you'll hear the committee say, "Look at them, watch them play." Well, when things get tight, there has to be some times where people are saying, "We got to watch them play," because the one thing that gets all skewed is the quad one wins. It's so skewed. It's like that because that's Greg. You got this many quad one wins. Yeah, but what if all the quad ones we're way back here
in November,
or in November, or also they barely are a quad one compared to a one that's like if you beat Auburn, that's quad one win. Well, number one in the country should count a little bit more.
It's different than beating Northwestern.
Exactly. So that's like the quad ones don't add up. They shouldn't all be the same. Just like that, it's quad one world. How could Northwestern be the same? So if Nebraska beats Auburn, it's the same thing. Come on.
Good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
When we come back,
come on.
An eye-opening difference between Matt Rule and Deion Sanders next early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and on behalf of the entire Koppel team, we would like to say thank you to all of our loyal customers and employees that have allowed us to become one of the most successful GM dealerships in the country for the past 50 years. So we are celebrating that with some huge discounts. Right now, we have up to $13,500 off MSRP or 0% APR on select new models, and new Blazer EVs are leasing for $279 a month with zero down. So check us out online at koppelcars.com. All deals with approved credit. See dealer for details.
Hi, my name is Molly Party. I'm a realtor with MP Dodge Real Estate. I'm a newly licensed agent and considered numerous brokerages before deciding on MP Dodge. I chose the company that gives me the most support in my new career, plus guidance and encouragement along the way. MP Dodge has a unique mentoring program for new agents. It's helped jumpstart my career and has a supportive management team and administrative staff. So if you're contemplating a career in real estate, look no further than MP Dodge. It will be the best decision you make.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help you find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Husker fans, excited for some softball action at Bowlin Stadium this year, but can't commit to a full season ticket? They've got you covered. Introducing the On Deck Deal. Snag tickets to 5 Husker home games for as little as $30. This partial season lets you choose any 5 games, including one from the Maryland series. Whether you prefer general admission or reserve seating, packages start at just $30. Get your On Deck Deal today at huskers.com/tickets.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
This
Well, good morning, little brother.
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Get to an article from CBS Sports in a second. Before that, quick plug for our friends at Trados. They grew up on farms. They traded grain. They love the industry. They've met farmers that found their grain marketing plan frustrating and intimidating. The goal is to use their ingrained expertise to your advantage. They help alleviate the stresses of grain marketing so you can stay focused on what you love. Adam Mickus and the crew, Bill.
Yes,
on top of
I'm excited about. We're going to go with a new wave. The next time we get to trade-offs, we have a whole new plan, some things we were going to talk about. So I kind of wanted to let people know there's some new things coming down that trade-offs is doing. It's a tease.
That's a tease
for a future tease right there for what they're doing. But we had, like I said, we've already hit on this with trade-offs before. And that right now, just so you guys know, people are getting ready to plant. They're still withholding a lot of their grain. They still have a hold of it. They have not sold anything yet. Number one time, when do you sell? When do you not sell? Number one time last year was when, Steve? Do you have any idea? January 1st. You know who sold on January 1st? Nobody. But if you want to know the best times, the trends and things of when to sell and what to do, very confusing. Very confusing. What's the first thing that you and me always do, Steve? Like that. If you're doing a story, what do you do right away?
Seek expertise.
You seek expertise. You research somebody, you talk to somebody else. Who can I talk to about this?
Ickes.
Right away. Ickes is the guy.
And friends.
2 for 2. Good job on response.
But just think about that. All I do, Jake, is think about that. Who do I reach out to? Jake? Daily.
Yes.
If I have a problem missing what did I
reach out to him too?
To every day. Jake solves all of our problems. It's IT, could be anything.
No, I got you.
You got to have that.
No, you got to have experts.
If you're in that, and now guess what? There is no small farmers anymore. Unfortunately, the way we're just kind of raising the family on 40 acres. That's not true. These guys they're huge. And so the errors you make are also huge. If you make them, it's not one of those, it's not a small error like a little bit. probably give and take, get it back next year. Oh no, it can affect families, generational money, and ICAS has it under control. How about that?
Experts. To get the tag expert is
yeah. That
you earned that. You earned that.
You're an expert on defense and special teams. You're an expert.
I don't know about that.
No, you're an
that's a little
expert.
strong.
Not kidding.
You're an expert.
Well, you're also the reigning
sports writer of the year.
Sports writer of the year. We have a trophy.
Yeah, you have a plaque.
You have a plaque.
Where's it at, by the way?
And where's the plaque?
Where's
is it
the
up?
plaque?
Is it on? Is it by your desk?
It's in a bedroom somewhere.
It's in a bedroom, buried.
It's a plaque. It's
I just love to see it in just a random bedroom, a plaque
too.
just nailed to the wall.
What's that?
What's that? Well, I won the. Jake gave it to me. Jake gave it to me.
It's really sentimental. Means a lot. It's in this random bedroom somewhere on a wall.
Get it out there.
It means a lot.
My pump, pass, and kick trophy from Albie in second place, 9 years old, is up in the kitchen.
God,
it's in the kitchen.
I tried pump, pass, and kick, didn't place. So I'm sort of.
I might have. I don't know. It was there. There was a lot of people there. It was
9 people.
No, there was a little bit more. There was a big deal because it was regional. So this is to move on, and so it was a big deal. But you had to be first. I wanted to be the first so bad just to get to go to the next level and to get a chance to do it.
You wanted to go to Arrowhead.
The DOS.
Check out the website, gotradeos.com, GOTREDAS.com. Saw this article from CBS Sports last week. It was discussing the interesting recruiting philosophy of Deion Sanders at Colorado. Now, you can say what you want about the different numbers in here with who they're comparing to, but
what do you got?
CBS Sports tells readers that Deion Sanders has not had a single in-home visit for the last 2 years. He says, quote, "I don't go to nobody's school or nobody's house. I'm not doing that. I'm too old for that," end quote. Now they gave some numbers on comparable coaches like Brian Kelly and Matt Rule have done quite a few in-home visits the last couple of years, but Deion Sanders does not do any.
Okay, start with that. I'm really surprised by it because think about how good he'd be in an in-home setting.
He'd be remarkable.
Why not do that?
He would be remarkable. I don't know. Yeah, that's odd to me.
It's weird.
Here's one reason it's different. Back in the day, it used to be you could bring, how dumb it was. You could bring a recruit, but you couldn't fly his parents or anybody else with them. Meaning, but now if they got here on their own bill, on their own dime, you could put them in a hotel, but you can only feed a certain amount of people that were qualified. It was so dumb. So what they did was, what happened a lot, players came on their own. I mean, I'm saying right now, probably from distance at Nebraska, probably 80% of the great players that came here came on their own.
Own dime.
Now, if you can drive it, that's different. Then you got paid mileage for driving to it to get it done. But that was always your goal. Try to get a parent here. Some people going like, I don't have the money. And also, guess what?
Yep.
Recruiting things happen fast. So all of a sudden, hey, mom and dad, you want to come to Lincoln? Yeah, book a ticket. Well, they're $1,200 a piece. Now you don't have to do that. Now you get to pay for this. So the one advantage that someone like Coach Prime would have is that when they come, the whole family comes, or the parents come with them.
Okay,
so
I see where you're getting at.
So they get to come. Where back in the day,
he doesn't really need to go.
It's different, but
I get it.
But you get to go. A head coach only gets to go once into a home, and that's a big deal. So, like myself, I used to be able to go. I think it was 5 times. So you'd set it all set up where you do. When the head coach came in, you had him so prepared because he got one shot, and the next thing would be it's also his show. Shut up if you're the assistant coach. The head coach handles all this information.
You see what Bill just did here? He lended expertise to the discussion, Jake. Prime doesn't need to go into 2 homes anymore because they get paid to come.
You can
the recruits in the
there might be an entourage of 8 that show up or whatever it is, and they can all come. So he gets a chance to sit with all of them now,
and they can come on the school's dime or on the NIL's dime.
Yeah, they can figure it out. There's a way. They're not paying their own way.
See, that's interesting.
Yeah. So it's different that way. Now you lose the advantage of, I can do that here, and I also can come see you. That's a different deal because maybe also there's always a chance of grandma and grandpa didn't make it. Their health's not quite as good. They're very important.
Well, come see him.
Well, come see him. I'll come.
Come on, Deion.
Yeah, I'll come see him.
None.
And so
no in-home visits.
It would be.
He'd be good at that.
He'd be very good. And also, the head coaches, they do it different. There's different ways, but for the most part, when you're talking the Kirbys and the Dabos and all that, they're flying private in unbelievable jets, and they're landing, and there's a car parked right here, and someone's driving the car to be able to do it. Now, I will say this:
so Deion could do that.
Yeah, some guys are old school, different. Ed Ogeron was like this. I know Dan Lanning's like this now. Is that a lot of those guys? They go on their own. They don't even have an assistant with them.
Why is that?
They just I got it.
Really?
Because they're
a real dude.
Because they're dudes. Yeah, they're like, I got it. I don't need an assistant picking me up at the deal. This who's going to go out and do this.
I can't. Listen, obviously, I'm hung up on this Sanders thing. Why am I hung up? He's an iconic American figure. Why wouldn't you want to step into schools and cause a ruckus? Like Deion Sanders is in. Hey, Deion Sanders is in our house tonight.
There would be a ruckus.
He's an icon.
Yes.
Yeah. I was with.
There would be.
You know what? This thing. I was with Ed Ogeron after we won the national championship, and we're down and we're in Louisiana, Mississippi. In the footprint of the SEC. Imagine what it was like when I brought him into school.
Oh.
I mean, it was, and he would talk,
an event?
and he would talk to everybody.
Really?
He would know if Connie was working the front desk or like that. I'd tell him, hey, this is so and so. It would be, and you didn't have to. Ed Ogeron was such a ridiculous recruiter.
Was he really?
I just kind of give him some facts, what we're doing. We go into a school, I wouldn't say a word to him. I'd just be like, this is what's going to happen when we go in here, coach, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, sounds good, Billy. Here we go. Type of thing. And also it didn't bother me. Like he also would go on his own. Like, no, don't worry about that. I got some schools here hitting Louisiana. I'm good. I got him.
He'd do it.
He'd just do it himself. Yeah, he'd do it himself. But he was incredible. I mean, and everyone, some people do it different. So I don't look down at somebody that's like, that had somebody with them, whatever, because I saw those guys in the house too, and they were incredible. I've also been, like I said, sometimes where the head coach wasn't incredible. So when you go in, you kind of knew that. Yeah. That means I better help carry this conversation a little bit to kind of keep it going because coach isn't. But I'm lucky I worked for
most coaches that aren't great recruiters.
There's some coaches that aren't great, but the ones that are. Saban in the house was, I never was with him, but I just know he was incredible. I mean, he had the plan.
Okay, let me read this quote again, and I'm going to address something. Deion says, quote, I don't go to nobody's school or nobody's house. I'm not doing that. I'm too old for that. I just did a little research of how old is Deion Sanders. He's 57 years old.
He's younger than
I assume that there are people that are older than him that are going to do home visits.
It's a strange. I mean, I think Deion's doing a great job. He proved us wrong. So
9 wins this year.
I'm not attacking him. I find it curious why he wouldn't want to take advantage of his stardom. His immense.
He's too old for it.
Immense appeal. He's not too old for it. He's only 57. Maybe though he has had
some health issues.
He's had some health issues. Some real health issues.
Yeah, some real health issues.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's that.
And so that might be it. But again, you fly in very good situation. But he would be as high as they would get as far as when someone's coming into a school. He would get more attention than maybe a Harbaugh.
What if Deion Sanders was walking across the street right now?
Yeah.
It would freak you out.
We'd get him in here. Say, Deion. We'd yell at him.
Yeah.
Come in here right now.
There's some coaches that they're walking across the street. It really wouldn't freak you out very much. But Deion, it would. Interesting, Bill. That's Orgeron. I mean, look what he did. He built one of the best college football teams.
Well, he's known at every place he's been as an assistant coach. Also, I mean, he was known at US. I mean, it's always like,
he was the recruiter.
He was the recruiter. Yeah. He was the guy.
D-line coach, but recruiter.
That's right. That's why also when you were with him, man, you better be good. I mean, if you're not a good recruiter, he would be like, why?
I see right through you.
Why? I see right through you. I mean, it was high pressure all the time as far as organization, who you're bringing in, what they are. And it was high.
You know what he said?
What?
High pressure.
The expectations were ridiculous.
Expectations.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? That's what what that gets you sometimes?
Results. Positive, big results.
Yeah.
Oh, the pressure. You have no idea what it'd be like. We'd walk in, have a recruiting meeting. Sometimes you wouldn't even know a recruiting meeting was coming. Also like that. Hey, let's hit the board real quick. Boom. Thing opens up. Your big board's up there. You walk up there. Hey, Todd Jenkins, right? He's still our number one left tackle, right? Like that. I haven't talked to him in 5 days. How can that be? How can he's our number one tackle? haven't talked to him in 5 minutes. Oh, it'd be on, and your heart rate would go up. And when he got to your guys, you're going like, you just have your stuff squared away.
Okay, big
have his
picture
stuff.
though. Hey, Bill, big picture though. Okay, now listen to me. LSU football, you lose, and it's not a shoulder shrug. It's a bad deal. It kills the state.
Yeah, the last 3
but
coaches won.
LSU basketball, if it loses, shoulder shrug. Shoulder shrug. That's Nebraska, right?
Yeah.
Shoulder shrug.
Doesn't have to be that way.
Well, it doesn't have to be. It's not that way everywhere. There's Alabama right now is a national power in basketball.
Yes.
Auburn was drawing about 1,000 fans to their game
before
tops,
Bruce Pearl.
before
They
Bruce Pearl.
sucked. They downright sucked.
They were beyond bad.
No tradition.
Yeah, no tradition. And now they're ranked as the #1 place to see a game, not just what they are talent. They call it the jungle. They said go to the jungle. They say you can't imagine what it's like inside there.
Bruce Pearl. I mean, if you just watch him for 5 seconds, everything about him says urgency. Nothing says,
he's
see if we can do this.
He's doing a great job there.
Nice try on that out of bounds play. We'll run it next time. Hope you get it right.
Let's play the game. So give us a call right now at 464-5685. A chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. You guys are 16 games above 500.
That's because we have high expectations.
Yeah, you do. Hey,
we expect to win.
Today's topic is
a lot of pressure.
Current Big Ten basketball players. I feel good about our chances. We did this a few weeks ago. These are brand new names.
You've been watching games.
Oh, yeah.
You've been watching games.
If you've been watching this year's Big Ten basketball, you should get at least a couple questions right here, if not all 4.
I won't.
You should.
I've been watching. I pay attention to the game.
Well, you'll be better than you think.
464-5685. Shut Up Simple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
464-5685. Call the takedown. Sip and Bill and Trivia. Bill, a lifeline for one question as always for Sip. Big Ten basketball players, current ones, not of 1980, not of 1975, the current year, Big Ten basketball. We've got Wyatt. Wyatt, how do you feel about Big Ten basketball players today?
Oh, not too shabby. Let's give it a try.
All right.
All right.
First question goes to Wyatt. Wyatt, what school does Desmond Claude play for?
That would be the USC Trojans.
Okay, we have a sports information director from somewhere. The Big Ten sports information director is on the line.
Harlan County, Nebraska. Harlan County.
Harlan County.
Okay.
Getting access to some fishing down there.
Plenty. Come on down sometime.
Okay, please text me that information ASAP when we get off the line. Thank you.
Now, hold on. I covered the USC-Nebraska game. I don't remember Claude, but
he was their best player.
He was the point guard.
Best
He
player.
had like 16
from
points.
Harlan
like
County.
6'6".
Yeah, he was good.
6'6".
You were at the game.
You were there.
You were at the game.
Okay. He had clutch free throws to end the game. All right, 1-0 lead for Wyatt. Sip, what school in the Big Ten does Rodney Rice play for? Everybody today listed as double figures in scoring, by the way.
Seriously?
All 4 people we're talking about.
Really?
Big
Double
10.
figures.
You have 18 guesses. I've never
They're
heard
also all starters, by the way.
Yes.
These are all
This
starters.
is great.
Hey.
5, 4.
Oh, easy. Hey, good. Easy,
Also at the
Harlan.
countdown. 5.
I haven't seen much of.
Rodney Rice. 4.
Make a guess, Steve.
3.
No, I'm going to have to guess.
2.
Hold on.
It's a Big Ten team. 1.
I'm trying. Just hold on. Ohio State.
It seems like Wyatt knows this one. Wyatt, what is that team?
That would be those two guys' favorite team, the Maryland Terrapins.
Brilliant!
He's one of the 5 starters in double fingers.
This is embarrassing. Covered that game.
You were at it.
Rodney
He
Rice.
had like 15 points that game.
They played Nebraska twice.
Rodney Rice.
Yep. This is
Played Nebraska twice.
This is for the win.
It's a little embarrassing.
Wyatt, what school does Nate Biddle play for?
Oh, I do know that one.
Ooh. Can you say the last name again?
Biddle.
We're in business.
Bittle. Nate Biddle.
We're in business.
Don't be on that phone there. Why?
Yeah.
I do not know. I'll go with Washington.
He got the region right.
You have to get this right to stay alive.
He got the region right. It's Oregon.
Brilliant. Oh, it just got interesting.
It stays alive.
Why?
And now,
Interesting.
and now
I got Bill in my
Bill's
back
in
pocket.
play here. For the tie, what school does John Mobley Jr. play for?
Should know this because that's the name I do know. I've heard this name.
John Mobley Jr.
This is for Sip. This is for Sip, Wyatt. Don't be giving him the answer here. Or
No
the
problem.
tie.
Can you tell us if Sip has covered him this year?
Yes, he has.
So say
Yeah.
Most teams you've covered at this point. It's not really a hint. It's not really a hint.
I should have. Can I put the Big Ten teams?
No,
I don't
because you
remember.
got 5 seconds
Yeah,
here.
great.
John Mobley Jr. What team to
we
go
know
to
what's-
the tiebreaker?
we know Oregon's out.
UCLA.
Is it UCLA?
I like the guess. I like the guess.
He is Ohio State's point guard. Ohio State.
Oh, wait, Jaio.
Well, guard. He's a guard.
Guard,
Then,
yeah.
point.
So you've covered it
He's
right
my
here in
shooting
NBA.
guard then for Ohio State. Congratulations, Wyatt. Nice win.
Wyatt,
Get your
nice
bagels.
job.
Thanks for
Give me that
calling.
fish information,
Hey,
please.
thank you. I appreciate it, guys. And shut up, Sipple.
There we go.
Wow.
Well
yeah.
done. That was nice.
Got personal.
It
This,
got a
this
Got
is
a little personal
this
on
is
that one.
for Bill.
Shouldn't have lost.
Tiebreaker, Bill.
Yes.
Nick Martinelli of Northwestern
Northwestern. I would have got that.
averages the most shot attempts per game
really?
in the Big Ten. How many shot attempts is he averaging per game? This is a flat number. There's no point, no decimal point.
Oh, it's a flat number.
Let's see here. 25.
Oh, under.
What would you guess?
I guess 18 or 19.
16 shots per game for Nick Martinelli.
That leads?
That leads the most shot attempts in the league. He also has the most points per game, 19.8 points per game in the conference.
I think I thought the number is like around 22, and I thought, well, I'm going to go over that because Jake's trying to get extreme.
Mhm.
Jake made it sound like it was
you
extreme.
overthought that one.
I
Bill.
did,
1-1.
but still, I would have never been close to 16. No, that would have been my thought.
Hour 3, when we come back, who's on the hottest of hot seats in college football next year? We got 3 names. Discuss those
Let's
next
talk.
on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Healing the heart takes heart. Our dedicated team of cardiac experts is here for you with breakthrough treatments for serious conditions and expert advice for living longer with a healthier heart. We bring healing care to our community with over 90 cardiology specialists and subspecialists and more than 50 locations across Nebraska, Southwest Iowa, and Northern Kansas. Find out how we heal hearts with heart, starting with yours at chihealth.com/heart.
Hey farmers, do you run a precision planting monitor in your planter tractor? Buick Farm Outfitters is hosting our annual 2020 Monitor Clinic at the Holthus Center in York on Wednesday, March 19th. They'll run through everything on the monitor, from basic setup to more complex downforce settings, and everything in between. You'll learn agronomy principles behind some of the monitor settings and will leave refreshed and ready to plant. Representatives from Precision Planting will be on hand to handle any questions that you can throw at them. Visit BuickFarmOutfitters.com for all the details and to reserve your spot.
Psst. You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead, sleep in. You deserve it, and choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK, make flying easy.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln or their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help you find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Husker fans, excited for some softball action at Bowling Stadium this year, but can't commit to a full season ticket? They've got you covered. Introducing the On Deck Deal. Snag tickets to 5 Husker home games for as little as $30. This partial season lets you choose any 5 games, including one from the Maryland series. Whether you prefer general admission or reserve seating, packages start at just $30. Get your on-deck deal today at huskers.com/tickets. Attention comedy fans, get ready for a night of non-stop laughs at the brand new Howler House Comedy Club. Brought to you by the team behind Kincaidor Brewing, Sideshow Spirits, and Beer House, this underground comedy experience is happening beneath Beer House in the heart of the Haymarket. Enjoy Jason Vest and Layla Ingalls from The Kill Tony Show, as well as Will C this Friday. Shows are at 6:30 and 9 p.m. Buy your tickets today at beerhousene.com for the brand new Howler House Comedy Club, opening this Friday at 8th and P.
Water heater gone? Call Bryant. The price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. And in most cases, same-day replacement. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111.
What's going on, fans? This is Lexi Rodriguez, 4-time All-American at Nebraska and now proud member of Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League One Volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players, and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering us on in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action this season. Go Big Green!
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Greens at 402-467-4444 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-467-4444.
Wake up, Lincoln.
Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late.
It's time for Early Break. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a Tuesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Thank you for all the texts so far. 402-464-5685.
We love the text line.
5685. Keep them coming. Also comments on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Twitch is kind of dead.
Is Twitch done?
Twitch is done. Yeah, I don't know. Is Twitch in general still a thing? I know for us it's done.
Huh.
But I don't know if
Rico's saying Twitch is done.
Twitch is like,
Twitch is done.
our Twitch is done. Yeah, our Twitch is done.
What about MySpace?
MySpace was, I think, sold in 2005.
What is it?
I believe.
Sold?
It's sold. The guy sold for $500 million, something like that.
That's a nice deal.
It's a good amount of chunk, a lot of money there. Good chunk of change.
I bet that guy's
for
having
Tom.
a good day today.
He's doing like photography now. He's like, I don't need to really work for money anymore. I'm good. Just do hobby stuff. That's what he does.
You know, strangely, you know a lot about that.
I don't know why that stuff randomly pops up on things
head.
that I see, but it does. So
Twitch, it's just something that it's habitual for you to say that. Just exit out though. No
Yeah.
more Twitch.
We don't have Twitch anymore. Sorry. If you used to watch on Twitch, we apologize. It's no longer there and it hasn't been for like a year and a half.
Let's talk about hot seat.
But
it's always an interesting discussion.
464-5685, call or text. As always, saw this from CBS Sports. Brandon Marcello was doing a mailbag. Right. This is the slower weeks of the sports year.
Don't apologize for this.
We got March Madness coming up soon, so bear with us. But there's hot seats are out there from Brandon Marcello. He was asked who's on the hottest of hot seats. He gave 3 names in this order.
Okay.
I wonder if you guys agree with this or if there's a name that should be on here. He says, number 1, hottest of hot seats in college football is Hugh Freeze at Auburn, followed by number 2, Brent Venables at Oklahoma, and number 3, Luke Fickell at Wisconsin. Those are the 3 names that he brings up in terms of the hottest of the hot seats. Do you have any issue with any of those names mentioned? And should maybe somebody it should be a different order at all?
Is Lincoln Riley, should he be on there?
Yeah, I would think so. I think that CFP be very hot. Unless the only reason it wouldn't be hot would be because the buyout is just too much. That'd be the only reason. But as far as would it be? Yeah, absolutely, it would be in that space. And then, like you said, you wonder that with Fickell also. But no, those are real. I mean, right now Auburn, the previous coach that got fired from Boise State that was there, the current numbers I believe are worse.
Brian Harsin.
I believe that the
Freeze is 11 and 14.
Yeah. And so Harsin, I believe, is a little bit better than that.
Freeze is 11 and 14 at Auburn. That's trouble. Right?
Yeah, extreme trouble. And like I said, but he got bonus time because last time I thought they fired a guy quick, and everyone knows that there is not a pundit in the world that wouldn't say the most unique place maybe to coach is Auburn because the expectations are ridiculous, and they have had a lot of different crazy things happen there. So, like I said, that's a tough job.
It is.
That's a very, very tough job.
And Oklahoma is now Venables. We have him on the hot seat, or he's on the CBS Sports hot. He should be.
He threw
a 6 and 7 last year at Oklahoma. They're 2 and 6 in the SEC. Now there were some people that Jake, if you go back and listen, I said when Oklahoma and Texas are going in the SEC, I said Oklahoma will have trouble. Texas won't. Oklahoma wasn't equipped like Texas. They're not equipped financially like Texas. They weren't in the same spot as Texas, and it's bore itself out that way. They don't look ready for it. They're 2 and 6 last year. They're in a heap of trouble right now. I think
they are, and they aren't.
Okay,
because they landed, I think, the best quarterback in the quarterback from Wazoo.
Washington State
is unbelievable at running.
Can he rescue them?
So one guy can rescue. If you want to have one spot to rescue, have it be the quarterback. And he'll have, so it starts with an M. I'm drawing a blank on him right now, but Mateer. He is ridiculous. He is so good. He's got to be good. He will change them. It would be like it's like Oregon getting Dylan Gabriel. I mean, and they're gonna, if you think for a second that you will have some players around him.
Oh, they should
They'll have some players. And I'm telling you, my call right now, he rescues them. Because the one thing they don't want to do, they don't want to fire Venables.
I don't think so.
They don't want to fire him. First of all, it'd be a big paycheck. And anymore, these checks to pay coaches to leave, when you start paying people that aren't around, that's
in this era.
It's before it's kind of like when you weren't taking $22 million out of your own budget to pay players.
Right.
It's way different.
Way different now.
And so
you think coaches might get a longer rope now?
Oh, I think I'm sure they do it.
Well, now hold on. Probably the coaches who are signed. I think buyouts won't be as major going forward.
Because there's a lot of places like, okay, it'd be whatever job comes open, and it's a job that you covet. And I want to be the head coach at Texas A&M. And they like, yeah, 6-year contract, but the buyout's going to be this. And you're the head coach at Duke. Are you taking it? Yeah, you're taking it.
Yeah.
So you don't have to give these. You don't have to have these ridiculous numbers like what got done with your guy
Jimbo.
Yeah.
What'd he get?
Like,
78 million?
Yeah. All
something
of it.
Like that.
Got it all. Got it all.
Have a nice life,
I want
Jimbo.
you to think about that. I want you to think about that for a second. And then they get rid of him and they go what this year? 7-5.
Is that
7-5.
That's what.
And I'm sure there's somebody sitting there going like, hang on. I mean, we couldn't have just kept our same coach. and went 7-5 or 8-4 and not had to pay
all this money
to go away where our record would have been? Do you think Jimbo would have been worse than 7-5?
No,
I don't think so.
Oh, no.
And so, now, do I think Elko's a good coach? Yeah, I do. Yeah, he'll be fine. But if you're just watching from a broad perspective, you're going like, didn't have to do that. And so, what if it happens again this year? If they're 7-5 or 8-4,
there's a fix. They're not as big a fix as some places though, because they got ungodly money. Yeah. I mean,
when you talk about money right now, there's certain places that are different.
Yeah,
and one of the places that are different is the insane oil money. That's why Texas Tech has made a big push in what's going on.
Yep,
made a big push.
Jake, A&M's a little different,
but there's also a place. You talk about expectations. So Auburn's expectation is to win it all, and they've won it all one time.
Yep.
And they've been in and they've also lost. They've been there and
with
lost
Gene
it.
Chizik.
And they've been there and have lost it. But they've at least been there.
They've been there.
A&M has never been there.
Never been there.
Never been there.
It's not for lack of expectation.
No, but my point. That's what's odd though. Their expectation is win it all.
Right.
Yet they've never won it all.
Yep.
And it's never happened.
How close did they get with Slocum?
I don't remember ever being. The closest would have been
RC Slocum.
Would have been they had the big upset over K-State when K-State was going to go play for the national championship in the Big 12 championship game. That'd have been in the that was still in the 90s.
It's like
that was in the 98 exactly. About 1998 is when that happened. And K-State had
30 years ago.
Yeah, 30 years ago, and that was. But no, they've not been. I mean, Johnny Manziel had an unbelievable game. He upsets Alabama at Alabama, but they weren't. No,
Never
it wasn't
really. No.
It's the next year, I believe. I remember watching Johnny Manziel play. Whoever they played Duke in the next bowl game. So it wasn't like they were in these unbelievable games either.
Fickle is 13-13 at Wisconsin. 13-13. That's what.
I would say the biggest thing with Wisconsin would be not just the record, because so what's the record here?
12-13.
12-13, and there's zero talk.
Right.
Of hot seat, right?
Made a bowl game, won the bowl game.
So zero talk of
baby
it.
steps.
Now there would be talk.
Fickle is heavy conversation.
5-7.
5-7, but still even went to a bowl game first year. And my point is though is this: it doesn't look good when you watch it. When you watch it, it doesn't look good.
How did it look against Minnesota this year?
I mean, I mean
that was to get bowl eligible too.
To get
right?
bowl eligible.
They were 5-6.
You saw what they looked like when they came here.
Yeah,
I mean, it
was
like
piped in Lincoln.
Yeah, I mean, it was
piped.
Jake's okay. All right,
interesting verbiage.
Verbiage. Okay, but so that's the difference is how it looks. I want you to think about the comparison. It's like everything right now. If you listen to anybody national, is Nebraska is ascending, going the right direction, and they're in the head coach is at a losing record. But everything, the perception's what this. Pickles actually is just a touch better, and he's listed as the number one guy in the hot seat.
Well, and here's the thing. I mean, they finished poorly and they were sub 500.
Yeah.
It would be a little bit of a rough conversation here if Nebraska finished last season 5-7.
It would have been different. Oh yeah, I agree.
Without a bowl game.
Yeah. But the difference was it was just flipped.
It'd be a different conversation.
It's just 2 years. It's just flipped.
Oh, I know.
The year before it was 5-7, but it's different on how you if they'd have been this year, if they would if Fickle would have been,
flipped them
a positive this season. But my biggest thing is it just doesn't look good. And and it's also way different. They went way away from everything that they've been known for.
Right.
And so that's where it's different looking.
Oh, it's not a pleasant situation.
And that's not a place now. That's the like I said, they had no expectations. Barry built it up. And if that place isn't rolling, I mean, it'll be half full.
It'll be a snooze fest.
Yeah, it'll be
You've experienced
there'll be 55, 60,000 people there.
It gets alive for jump around before the fourth quarter, but beyond that, it's just not very imposing.
We've been there for snoozes.
Yes.
For afternoon snoozes.
And there's a 2:30 kick. I mean, Nebraska was not great.
No.
We went out to the first time.
But there wasn't a lot of energy in that stadium, right?
No, it wasn't. No. Besides jump around. They get excited for 3 minutes in the fourth quarter.
It's a Packer state. It's a Packer state. And the Packers rule that place. They want Wisconsin to be good. Don't get me wrong. They do.
Of course they want
They absolutely they do.
And it's a thing. And Wisconsin football's a thing.
Barry's done it. I mean, one of the most there's 4 or 5 jobs you look at and you go, most incredible thing you've ever seen. K-State was one with Bill Snyder. Was one like, are you kidding me?
Yep.
He came one game from playing for a national championship when they were the worst team in Power 4 or Power 5. That was incredible. What Barry did coming to Wisconsin was incredible. Winning 3 Rose Bowls. That's incredible.
Yes.
So
where else is
there's certain places you just go, wow.
Is there another one like that? Snyder, Alvarez, somewhere where someone turned it. I mean, would you say
it's probably good.
Would you say Dusty May at FAU? Just took FAU to the Final Four.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That would count.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be a lot. That would be.
Think about Florida Atlantic. I bet if you, I don't think I've done this, but I bet if you walked on Florida Atlantic's campus and went to their facility, you'd be like, wait a second, really?
Really? Oh,
Really?
think about that. And,
Really?
and he brought players with him to Michigan that are playing really well.
Vladislav Golden, yeah.
They were it was FAU, and they were in the Final Four. That was
they were an 8
So
seed
that
to the Final Four.
That basically means that all the players that he had at FAU would have came to a Power 4 school. They wouldn't have went to FAU
somehow.
They wouldn't have went to FAU.
Right, no.
They would be at Iowa State. They'd be at Nebraska. They'd be at Purdue. Whatever they would all would have said, I love FAU. I'm going here. No, somebody out recruited people.
Yep.
They out evaluated people.
Yep.
They did an incredible job with that.
Yep.
Remember, Edie didn't start at IMG.
Oh God.
He didn't start at IMG. They evaluated him. We could get something out. He became the player
Zach
of the year.
Edey.
Became the John Wooden player of the year.
And then you know what too? He developed.
Yeah.
Like they developed.
So somebody
him.
looked. Somebody had a better could see what do they have.
Mhm. There you go, Jake.
I want to read this real quick. This is from Brandon Marcello about the Auburn situation. Again,
Okay,
first.
here's DeFreeze.
I thought this is an interesting. He says
DeFreeze,
he
not
says
DeFreeze.
Auburn is legitimately approaching an inflection point that could define how its athletics department approaches the next decade, because of how with Bama not having Saban anymore, Kalen DeBoer 9 wins his first year. If you want to take over the rivalry and make the Iron Bowl your game, you got to figure out right now, is Hugh Freeze going to be the guy that does that, or is it somebody else? Because Alabama is now, for the first time in 15 years.
Who said that?
Brandon Marcello says that.
Very smart. Yeah,
Great point.
Yeah, it really is.
God, if you're an Auburn administrator, fan, whatever, yeah, you're thinking,
It's
okay,
a
this
power
is where
shift
this is where we got to get him.
Yeah.
This is where we got to
Saban's not there. It's time.
Get him.
It's our time.
It's going to happen.
Oh.
What in the last
Oh, that gave me the
last
chills.
10 years, Jake. Last 10 years, Nebraska, Iowa. Is it 9-1?
Something like
Iowa?
I think it's 9-1.
9-1, something like that. Well, I'm saying is
it is.
that the same thing's going to happen in this rivalry. Ferenz is going to be done here within a year. I mean, he's not going forever. And there's going to be is that your chance to all of a sudden go on your 9-1 run? Because everyone's like, well, don't do this, don't do this. You know what he does? Steady hand, has held it together and has done a really good job. And everybody says, oh, he's replaceable. Is he? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Now you sit there and say right away.
I don't know.
Right. There could be two things. One, it could take off too.
I know.
Because they have enough there that it could all of a sudden.
Could Iowa take off?
It could take off.
Do you think so?
Yeah, it's quite a place. And you go there.
Oh, I've been there.
When you
and
go
it's
there,
loud.
you don't walk around like you're not
No.
going to Purdue.
No, I talk
You're not
about
going-
that.
you're
What's
not going
that
there.
chant they got, Jake? That chant that freaks me out.
Yeah.
What? Come on, help me. Hawk, the Hawk chant.
I don't know what it is. I
Oh,
try not to
God.
pay attention when I'm out in Iowa.
But anyway, that's a place that it's in the same situation. What's going to happen to him? Because, I mean, how long is he going to keep
Oh,
going?
it's Let's Go Hawks.
Let's go.
Oh wow, what a chant!
No,
Yeah.
but it is
Yeah,
loud.
I know
and
what you're talking.
crazy.
I know what you're talking.
No,
about.
but like I said, I think I've in the Power Four now. In the Power Four, I think I've been in 98% of the stadiums. And Iowa's in the top 5 to 10% of the
Totally
stadiums to
agree.
be at. It's that cool
Jake, you
because
were
the
there.
fans are so close to you.
Yeah, you were there this past game. That Let's Go Hawk chant was crazy. I mean, it was. Those fans are nuts.
So, but that take on Auburn, Alabama is so true.
It's
so
time.
true. I still have a lot of faith. I have a lot of faith in Alabama. I have a lot of
Do
faith in
you?
DeBoer. Yes.
I was going to
DeBoer's a
ask
good
you
coach.
that.
I mean,
He's won everywhere. Just give him a
he
second.
had Washington
Just hang
in the
on.
championship
He
game.
looked a little bit,
Yeah.
a little overwhelmed to me in the whole game.
Hang on now. Time out.
Michigan got him.
They did. They did. They were beat. I agree with that. But He's won every
has.
place that he has been.
Yes.
I'm not as in on that as you guys are.
I'd also think that Alabama is one of the really tough jobs because they're also not equipped financially like Texas or Texas A&M.
Alabama's not?
No, they're not even close. They're not even close.
That's
so
that could be trouble.
So it the work it takes to get it done, it's hard.
Boy, Jake's disdain for Iowa just came.
Yeah, he
did not want to hear. Oh, that's a great chant.
Let's go Hawks. I know the one you're talking about. They can build up to it and they go, let's go Hawks. I mean, it's fine. There's better chants out there than that. Don't give Iowa that much credit, please.
Sorry.
This on the heels of a rough loss in hoops.
Yeah, what are you trying to do to me right now?
What
are you trying to do to me?
It's a rough day for Jake.
He's trying to kill me over here. When we come back, I don't know if people care about the combine, but I got a question about it when we come back.
Hey, that's fine.
That's next, an early break on the ticket.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call at 402-590-5800.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. When it comes to gift giving, it's all about the wow factor. And let me tell you, nothing wows quite like jewelry. Whether it's a delicate necklace or a statement ring, jewelry makes the right statement. So if you want to knock her socks off, or anything else for that matter, skip the generic gifts and go straight for the bling. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last.
At Planet Fitness, we're declaring it. This is the year of getting stronger. And future stronger you can get started now by saving $28 or more when you join today. You in? We have all the best in-class equipment you could ever need to keep stepping it up. And free fitness training to help you mix up your routine. Plus, most clubs are open 24 hours. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends February 28th. See Home Club for details.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies. It will be breezy and warm with an afternoon high near 68. Tonight, a slight chance of showers, otherwise partly cloudy, a low near 37. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies and it will be breezy and an afternoon high near 56. Meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you.
Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. The last few years have been wild, but we've been here for you through all the ups and downs, and we'll be here for you when you need us the most, for all your travels and for your day-to-day driving. With winter conditions causing problems all over town, the last thing anyone needs this year is constant car troubles. Let us help you drive in peace and make sure you drive to work and to winter destinations safe. A1 Automotive, 11th and L Street downtown, always honest answers.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
We're on the air. Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Bill, if you were trying to find a way to make your house look better and stand out in your neighborhood, where would you start with?
Would you also like to add in just a level of joy and glee in your life?
That does matter, Zip.
Well, I'll tell you what that is. I'll tell you it's Halo Lights is what it is. Yeah.
Halo.
Oh, man. I tell you what. It is absolutely. And then, like, we change our lights daily on different
because you can.
Because you can. But when you see what it does, I mean, when you come home and those lights are on, you feel proud. You feel like an American.
Feel proud?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I just want to
brings a tear to your eye.
Yeah, you want to stand and cheer. And you stand out from distance. Oh, and and then also here's the deal. No matter what, you're going to want to have Christmas lights up. So guess what? They're already up.
You got them up.
And you have them up for life. So they're ready to go. That's just one thing that's ready to go for life. And then you get to enjoy something. So we will have our lights on 365.
Really?
There will not be a night that our lights are not on.
Really?
And you just set them too. I go, well, Laura, we got to change our setting every single day, or every week because the lighting, because it gets longer with the lights. She goes, it's silly. Set at sunset. They go on. It's monitored itself. It's got a monitor in it when they turn on. Then you just put a time on when you want them off.
Do you drive around? Did you just purposely drive away so you can drive back?
Exactly. Hey, let's go around the block.
Where are you going, Bill? Oh, it's
look
good
at
drive.
that. Look at that. Then hey, change the lights. Hey, put up the dolphins. Let's drive around with. Put up Halloween quick.
Did you come at your house from different angles so you see what they look like? Halo is a good word, by the way.
Yes.
And Halo.
Jake, does it make you happy?
Oh, I love them.
Think about this. We have life. We purchased them.
Halo.
If you want to be like us and have cool lights in your house, that again are permanent lights in a positive way, a good permanent. HaloCustomLighting.com. Kylan was the guy who put our lights up, as well as Riley was involving. Great organization. HaloCustomLighting.com.
Halo is a pleasant word.
We've talked to a lot of people about this. They've been getting a lot of text messages. So things are up and running with, there's a lot of people are already purchased off of off of our recommendations. Jake, when you came home last night, what was on your house?
I had the winter lights, blue, white, and purplish. I mean, that might sound weird to you, but if you see it,
it looks incredible.
Right. It looks right.
It's like one of the best looks.
I might change it today to a spring type feel because it's not really winterish anymore. That was a winter glow off the snow. The snow was melted. Time to change up the lights.
What would be the color today?
Kind of a yellow?
Probably more of a yellow hue, maybe.
A hue?
A greenish hue, maybe. I don't know, green. Not St. Patrick's Day, but kind of a.
Tell you one thing, if you want St. Patrick's,
I suggest that you work with Laura on this, and you work with Elizabeth, and probably steer clear of the yellow.
We change every day. We change
like
ours every day.
Site.
Yeah.
HaloCustomLighting.com.
It's okay, Bill.
I know
Laura will get you through this.
I know that people, some people love the combine, some people hate the combine. I've never really been a huge fan of it.
Why would you hate it?
But
I don't hate it.
Yeah. You don't have to pay attention to it.
Don't pay
you might hate the attention it brings, but it's also, again, slow time of the year, building up to March Madness for basketball. It helps something in late February, early March.
You don't have to apologize for any of this, Jake.
But the combine is underway in Indianapolis, and I guess my question would be: is there's a lot of things that happen at the combine. They do the bench press, they do the 40-yard dash, they do the cone drills. Is there something that is most important to have for a number from this, Bill? Again, if you were to advise a player, what matters the most of all the things you do? Is there something that you think matters most from the combine?
There's some value in everything. I think probably my least value is in the bench press.
Okay.
Because I've just seen some players that can do some remarkable things that don't. And it's sometimes you're like going, okay, somebody that's a left tackle with the ridiculous arm length that you want, that's not built to bench press. The guys that were at, like the guys are benching, hey, he benches this much. In general, that's not long, super long arm people. That's not how they're built. So I don't get myself worked up. You just want the number to be good. You don't want the number to be ridiculously a fail where you go, oh, he did two left tackle, defensive lineman just did 225 for 6.
Ooh.
Okay, that's horrible. Can't have that. But I don't get excited for all of a sudden that someone posts up a number. It's like he breaks a record. That doesn't do a whole lot for me. The 40 is always interesting because it just shows, it does. Hey, the guy can move. Change of direction by far outweighs everything else. Any change of direction drills, because the game is built on change of direction and short burst. And so to be able to do that, so like the old school 5-10 back, though that was a big thing for me. Cones make a difference, but change of direction, agility, how fast they can do that part impresses me.
You know who made a big move up the draft chart, and you remember this name, Bill? Fabian Washington. Popped a 4.2940 at the combine. He's a maybe the best example of a former Nebraska player I can give you that would go into the combine, made a huge difference.
I'd like to go back and talk. I don't know what his pre-combine projection was for the draft. He was going to be a drafted player.
Yeah, he left early.
Right.
He left school.
I don't know if he was going to see like as a 3rd or 4th round pick that jumped to the 1st round because of that.
Oh,
was he a 2nd round pick?
And he also hit a deal, hit a nerve or a like is that Al Davis loved speed.
Yes.
That was his deal. Get a team that's fast. He wants a fast team. So that it hit perfect for where he went.
It did. It was very memorable. And Fabian was a great dude. Were you around? Were you coaching? Fabian
I was with him for a year. He's a good player.
He could play.
Really good young man too.
Yeah, he was one of my all-time favorites.
Who else was with him on that secondary?
Nah, don't do that.
Is that Bullocks?
Bullocks would have been with him. The Bullocks brothers.
Jeez, they had Fabian and the Bullocks.
Yeah.
God.
Better times.
That's a pretty good secondary.
I was laying on my couch one Sunday night, just laying on my couch, kicked back, thinking I had an easy night.
Yeah.
And his back and now Fabian. So when would that have been? It was
2003.
Yeah, kind of pre internet.
Would have been more around 5.
Oh,
I
5.
believe.
Okay.
He called and said, "Hey, I got some news." I go, "What's going on, Fabian?"
He called you.
He called. I got the scoop on my couch. I had to run down to the Journal Star. Said, "I'm going to the NFL." Like, it looks like I got to work.
Yeah. Oh. Could you make that announcement tomorrow about 9?
No, nobody else.
You hold that off right there to keep that down.
Fabian.
Yeah.
Fabian and the Bullocks in the same secondary.
That's pretty solid.
No. That's really solid.
Did you ever talk to Fabian after that moment or not?
Yeah, we did. We
kept in touch in the pros.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't. Yeah, there were times I'd call him. He's kicking back. I'd call him about some Husker stuff sometimes. I'd say he top 10 all-time favorite Huskers, Fabian.
Boom. Let's see that list sometime for you. Not today.
Lord.
Be tough to get to top 10. You'd forget some names, I'm sure.
Yeah, but the main reason for this is to have this general gathering is for the access to all of the interviews. That's the thing that really stands. If you're invited to the combine, you've done something that resonates with the teams. So you have a skill set. There's some thing that you've done to be able to do that. But there's odd ones. Like, wow, how did he get in? How did he not get in? So don't think there's always going to be a pro day at your school to highlight yourself. And so that's always the part that comes up also with it. But the interview process and the work, you want to talk about work, when the NFL players go to the Senior Bowl, the staffs, that's like a convention. They watch and have some fun. This is work. You're on task. You are on task because you're going to do these interviews and there's a time slot to them. You don't get to say, yeah, we'll bring you at that. It's on horn blows. You're moving to the next. And it's like, so boom, boom,
it's
boom.
pretty stressful.
You got to be prepared. And they ask you weird questions, different things. They try to figure out how fast you can process stuff. There's a lot of things going on. And that's your first part to say, I really like this guy. We're in position to draft this guy. Now I'm going to go back out and work him up privately. I'm going to take him to dinner. We're going to do more things with him. That's how you dig into it.
Interesting.
If we ran a 40 right now, are we all pulling hamstrings or groins? Or
yes, I'm not running.
I would not pull a hamstring.
It's declining.
I would not stride out to the point of a hamstring going down.
Groin possibly?
Could be. Groin could be in there. Yeah. There's no chance I'm running it. It's got an Achilles written all over it.
Something's going wrong.
Yeah, it's got an Achilles.
I'm not even sure I can run.
You could run a 40. You could jog it.
Yeah. I would make it distance-wise. I could do 40. Yes.
Light jog. We'll wrap things up on the spillover next, an early break on the ticket.
Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services, as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions, 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Abby with Midwest Bank. Stop by our new location at 70th and Pioneers. Our new full-service branch does it all. From our friendly staff to our easy online banking and mobile app, you get all the technology of a big bank that you need, but you still get the hometown customer service that you want. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Ever wonder what it's like to work for a company that actually cares? At Lincoln Industries, they're revolutionizing local manufacturing while taking care of their most valuable asset, their people. When you join their team, you'll enjoy comprehensive health coverage, wellness initiatives that work around your life, and benefits that show they're serious about your future. Plus, you'll be a part of a proud manufacturing tradition right here in the community. Don't just take their word for it. Visit LincolnIndustries.com to see all their current opportunities and find out why their people love calling Lincoln Industries home. When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Wellman Plumbing at 402-434-2400 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-434-2400.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins'. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. The last few years have been wild, but we've been here for you through all the ups and downs, and we'll be here for you when you need us the most, for all your travels and for your day-to-day driving. With winter conditions causing problems all over town, the last thing anyone needs this year is constant car troubles. Let us help you drive in peace and make sure you drive to work and to winter destinations safe. A1 Automotive, 11th and L Street downtown, always honest answers.
Hey volleybalfans, this is Laura Dijkema, national player of the Netherlands and now the setter on Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering for us in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action. Go Big Green!
At Planet Fitness, we're declaring it. This is the year of getting stronger. And future stronger you can get started now by saving $28 or more when you join today. You in? We have all the best in-class equipment you could ever need to keep stepping it up. And free fitness training to help you mix up your routine. Plus, most clubs are open 24 hours. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends February 28th. See Home Club for details.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
If you're a veteran, our nation has created a wide range of benefits to thank you for your service, but it can be difficult to navigate the process of determining eligibility, filing claims, appealing decisions, and securing the benefits you've earned. Speak to your county veteran service officer or the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs State Service Office to see what's available to you and your family. These services are 100% free, so visit veterans.nebraska.gov today. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. Up simple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover, sponsored by our friends at Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. If you're just tuning in again, if you missed the game last night, again, Nebraska loses 49-46 to Michigan. Just a disgraceful offensive performance for both teams.
Well, the thing
I was
is
getting text saying it's a library. I said, yeah, of course, there's no offense. You get ecstatic about great offense. And defense can get the crowd going, but when it's a bunch of clanks out there for both teams, it's not exactly always exciting
me and
for the
Jake
fans.
looked at some numbers. Michigan were giving up in the last 10 games like 75 points a game.
75, yeah.
It's not the average.
That's the average. Yep.
75 points a game they're giving to not great teams. Right. Their team, they were giving up 75.
But they were scoring.
They were scoring. But so it wasn't a defensive juggernaut team that was coming in here by the numbers. Where it's like, and so to get 46 at home, that's hard.
It's really
that's really hard.
I know, and I keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it. I was impressed by Nebraska's defense, legitimately. They took Michigan out of everything they wanted.
The defense did enough to win the game, but the offense was non-existent. Besides Bryce Williams, he was great. 26 points of the 46.
Bryce was 9 for 19. It's not bad.
No, 9 for 21.
Oh.
9
for 21.
4 of 9 on threes, but he had no help.
Sorry, 9 for 21.
3 games tonight in the Big Ten.
What do we got?
Let's get some spreads here. Number one. Oh, this is going to piss you off too, guys. There's 3 games, and the first 2 are on
the Peacock.
On Peacock.
What are we doing?
Now, the good thing is I don't think either of these are great. You know, we had like Michigan State, Purdue last week on Peacock. That's unfortunate.
Okay, what's on Peacock?
Northwestern at Minnesota, 6 o'clock on Peacock. You want to guess the spread for this game?
Northwestern at Minnesota. Minnesota 1.5.
Northwestern at Minnesota.
Yep.
Northwestern's went on the road and just spanked Ohio State.
They pounded Ohio State by 21.
I like Bill's pick.
You said Minnesota 1.5?
Yeah.
Minnesota 2.5 tonight. The other game on Peacock, 8 o'clock, Washington at Wisconsin. Guess the spread.
6.5 Badgers.
Ooh, I got to go.
Pay higher, maybe.
I got to go higher. I'm going to go. I think you could get to 10.5.
How about 14.5? Now that is high.
That's high. Yeah.
They're scoring, though. Wisconsin's scoring a lot of points these days.
Coming off a bad loss.
The last game, this will be an FS1 at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Okay,
this is better.
We could watch this.
The first half.
These are 2 teams that have been scuffling the last few weeks. Iowa at Illinois. Guess the spread.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Well, it's gonna be Illinois at 3.5.
Higher. Hold on a second. Illinois been scuffling?
Yes.
Illinois has been terrible.
They lost by 43 to Duke at the Garden.
43.
They had
the biggest loss in school history.
Illinois is interesting because they had an illness ravage them. I mean, they had bad illness whip through that team. They're favored by 7.5.
Illinois 10.5 point favorites against Iowa tonight in Champaign.
That's a game I might watch.
I'll watch some of that. See what's going on.
I'm going to say Iowa covers it. They might lose. I think Iowa's not losing by 10 plus tonight. Illinois they lost by 43 points. And before they've been playing some bad basketball the last few games.
Nebraska has a nice little setup here at the end, though. Minnesota
at 1 p.m.
With that
at Ohio State.
Minnesota, Iowa at home at Ohio State. That's you say, Ohio State's tough. This Northwestern's beat them by 21, and they're not playing great.
Still don't know what happened that day.
Yeah, they're still not in. So I mean, who's your last 3 games? Everybody would take those 3.
Yes, they'd say, yeah. I want those last 3 games.
Yeah, we'll take those last 3.
2 are at home.
Oh yeah,
against
2 at
bottom
home.
tier teams.
That's why you don't overreact. That's why you shouldn't overreact.
If Michigan State was coming in here, it'd be a way different deal. It's not. It's Iowa coming in. No defense.
And Minnesota coming in. Iowa, you're right, plays no defense.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
I'd be more worried about Minnesota than I would Iowa.
Me too.
Iowa can heat up quickly and score a lot of points, but I don't see them coming in here with a lot to play for.
See, this is the thing about Nebraska when you can't get too down on them because you could literally say, I could see them winning all 3.
Yeah.
I mean,
it wouldn't be a surprise.
Right. And then you got 20 going into the Big Ten
and you'd be comfortable saying we are in the dance for sure. If you won all 3, there's no question, there's no hesitation. Nebraska is solidly, no question.
Look at Jake. Spirits are picking back up. Look at him. Spirits are picking up.
They scored 46 points at home last night.
Think about Indianapolis. I could see them going on a run. I mean, I could definitely see it.
Well, if Bryce had some help, that's possible. Last night he didn't, and it's been the case too often. So that's it for us. The Drive is next. We will see you guys tomorrow.
Thanks, Jake.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room?